From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey, I'm Shawn Mendes.
This is Selena Gomez.
Drizzy Drake.
Taylor Swift.
Post Malone.
Camila Cabello.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Right here. Turn up.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
I can feel
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. I just Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
$20,000. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yesterday was Mother's Day.
Sure was.
Quite a different Mother's Day for everybody. I don't think I've seen my mom since Christmas, to be honest with you.
I saw my mom. I dropped something off for her. I dropped off dinner for her
Yeah,
on Saturday.
that's real nice.
So she could make it on Sunday. It sucks because you have to drop stuff off, and then you drop stuff off, and you're like, here, cook it yourself. You know what I mean?
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Dan Memori spent his time on the phone calling just randoms right across the country.
To do what? To like...
Wish Mother's Day greetings to moms everywhere, and
okay.
also
That's
to
sweet.
tell Mother's Day jokes.
That's sweet.
Hello?
Are you a mother?
Yeah.
Well, happy Mother's Day.
Well, thank you, darling.
Can I tell you a Mother's Day joke?
Huh?
I want to tell you a joke.
Mount Nebo?
No. Can I tell you a funny joke?
Yeah.
Why did the baby strawberry cry?
Thank you, baby.
Okay. Why did the baby strawberry cry?
I'm kind of hard to hear it anyway. When they get up in the age and you can't hear, I feel.
Okay. Bye. Happy Mother's Day. Bye.
Yeah, baby. Hello?
Are you a mother?
Yes, I am.
Oh, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
I have a joke for you.
Okay.
Okay. Why did the baby strawberry cry?
Because they have those little, what do you call them?
No. Just say, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because his mom was in a jam.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Kid, how are you?
I'm good. Is your mommy home?
Get the out of here. You're not going to find her.
Well, I wanted to tell her a Mother's Day joke.
What's the Mother's Day joke?
After you talk to me like how you did?
Oh, you should tell me.
Okay. What did the mother broom say to the baby broom?
Oh, no!
Hello?
Hi, sorry, did somebody call this number?
Yes, that was me, and I'm looking for mommies. Are you a mom?
Yes, I am.
Happy
The
Mother's
Roz and
Day!
Mocha Show.
Happy
Oh,
Mother's
thank
Day!
you.
What do you call a small mom?
I don't know.
Minimum.
Oh, minimum. That's good.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
How great is your mom?
Really great.
Is she? What did she do? Fun things. Can you put your mommy back on the phone?
Yes, it's me again.
Okay, that was really. I'm not good with kids.
Hello?
Are you a mom?
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a Mother's Day joke for you.
Okay, yeah, let me hear the joke. What is it?
What did the mother rope say to her child?
I'm listening.
Well, you're supposed to say, I don't know.
Oh, you said you told me, you're telling me a joke.
Right, so I said, what did the mother rope say to the child? And you're supposed to say, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead. You're supposed to say, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, well, we're going to have to start this whole thing again because you won't remember the first part. So what did the mother rope say to her child?
Behave yourself.
No, you're supposed to say, I don't know. Okay, what did the mother rope say to her child?
I don't know.
Don't be naughty.
Okay, my dear, sorry, I have a dinner, okay?
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. God bless you.
Bye.
Bye.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What is going on?
Today is National Chicken Dance Day, something we celebrate on this show.
Wow.
Every single year.
Okay, here we go.
The chicken dance, Mocha, as you know, we all did it at your wedding.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's a staple. Are you kidding me?
It is a classic. It is a staple. But much like other, famous dances that are choreographed, like the Tootsie Slide, or the Macarena, the chicken dance has very specific moves. Every year we celebrate the chicken dance, and every year Maury spends a year practicing the chicken dance, and every year Maury comes on here and screws up the chicken dance. Maury, can you just sort of say what the moves are without doing them right now?
Okay. Wing, wing, wing.
Yes.
Quack, quack, quack.
Okay.
Clap, clap, clap.
Right.
And what would you call this one? I guess shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Okay, sure. We'll go with that.
Twist, twist,
shake.
twist.
Twist, twist, twist,
Twist,
twist.
twist, twist.
Okay.
Wing, wing, wing.
Yeah.
Quack, quack, quack.
Right.
Clap, clap, clap.
Right.
Twist, twist, twist.
Okay, cool.
Easy.
So you say that those are the 4 moves.
That's all you need.
The choreographed moves for the legendary chicken dance.
What are the first ones again?
Wing, wing, wing.
Hello?
That may be the greatest joke ever told on this show. You know what I mean? That may be the greatest joke ever told on this show.
Oh, okay.
I love that. I love that. Okay, it's just fun. It's just fun. Okay, so Maury, anytime you're ready, Mocha, you're in charge of the track. Maury, as you're doing the chicken dance to celebrate National Chicken Dance Day, please, as you're doing it, say for the people at home which moves you are doing.
Absolutely.
so they can follow along.
Okay.
All
Ready?
right, here
Yeah.
we go.
Wing, 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 quack, 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 clap, 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 wing, wing, no. Wing, 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 quack, 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 clap, 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 twist, 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 twist. Wing, 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 clap, 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 twist, twist, no.
I can't stop.
Okay.
Bro, we got 20 seconds in, and you screwed up the whole thing right from the very beginning.
Hello, who's there? Okay. Okay, Maury, are you ready? Are you ready to try again?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, here we go. Chicken dance day, everybody.
Okay. Wing, 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 clap, clip, twist, twist. No, wing, wing, wing,
Okay,
wing, quack, 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 quack.
Maury, here's the thing. With choreography, right? Like when the music is continuing and you screw up, you can't go back to the beginning unless the music goes back to the beginning. So you have to find your place in the song.
That makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2,
Okay.
1.
Wing, 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 quack, 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 clap, 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 twist, 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 twist. Wing, 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 clap, twist, twist, twist. Quack, quack, twist, twist. Wing, wing, wing.
Okay.
Okay, you've had a year. You had a year, buddy.
Oh, man.
Can I do it without the music?
You had a year. Can you do the chicken dance without the chicken dance?
You know what? I'm going to confidently say, no, you cannot do it.
Wing, 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 no, wing, 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 wing.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I wore flip-flops today by accident.
Okay.
You ever done that?
One does not wear flip-flops by accident.
I did, though. I did.
You
Yes.
didn't. No.
Yes.
Nope.
I did.
You're like those crazy white people that I know who will. It's not cold outside. I'm going to stand up in line at Home Depot for 3 hours wearing T-shirt and shorts when it's cold outside.
Okay. You have to understand.
It's not cold.
No.
What do you mean?
Stop it.
This isn't cold. Trust me.
You have to understand that, like, over the weekend, I do the absolute minimum that I can as a human to look like I can function in this world.
But do you not
when
look
it
at
comes
your
to the way that I
feet?
dress and everything else?
When you slip them into shoes, boots?
No, because
flip-flops?
I do have to. I had to leave the house a lot this weekend, but just to go outside, like take the recycling out and check the oil in the truck and get something out of the truck and walk to the corner store and go and get milk, like all this stuff. And then what I do all weekend long is I just throw my jacket on and the flip-flops are by the front door. Whether I'm wearing socks or not doesn't make a difference to me. I just stick my flip-flops on and then I walk out the door. And this morning, that's exactly what I did, right? I was leaving and I wasn't wearing socks because I had already decided that I'm done with socks for the year. And then
Was it freezing when you went outside, though?
Yeah, it was cold.
And did you not realize, figure, why are my toes so cold?
Yeah, in the gardener, when I was like, why isn't the heater working? And I'm like...
when you stepped outside and you get that first little bit of breeze on the toes.
Yeah, I did. And you know what I did?
What?
I zipped up my jacket. Like a moron.
Yo, can I tell you, driving in north of the city?
Yeah.
On the highway, I was going 60 and I had my four-ways on.
Did you really?
It was whiteout conditions, bro.
Oh, jeez.
That's how bad it was.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And did you get snow up there over the weekend?
Yeah.
A lot? Did it stay? For a little bit?
Up until about 11:30 on Saturday morning. It stayed.
Huh?
Yeah. It was the worst. And then all day, it was on and off.
Yeah.
Snow. And it wouldn't stick on the ground, but it was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too much. It's too much. But no, it's definitely not flip-flops weather.
I could have told you that.
But yeah, here, look. Look at that. Look right here. Look at it.
Oh, yeah. I got those same ones.
Right? Yeah. Cheap. These are the Walmarts.
Yes.
Yeah. I got like 6 pair of these.
I use those at home, too.
They're like $4.
Yeah, easy.
But yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do because right now my toes are actually very cold.
Oh, no. Well, zip up your jacket, bro.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you watch How Talented Are You with Serge Ibaka yesterday on Instagram Live?
I tried and I could not.
So Shem from the Roz and Mocha Show. Good morning, Shem.
Good morning. Good morning.
Made it to the next round, which was yesterday.
Okay.
And
it was a head-to-head round, right?
He had to battle against somebody.
Okay, so this whole talent thing, this started a while ago, right?
Yes. So early April, Serge announced that he wanted to do something to help to help fight COVID-19. So he presented this talent show called How Talented Are You, which is a play on his YouTube show, How Hungry Are You?
Okay. And then so he has just regular people, fans of his, guys like you, Shem.
Yeah.
You go on Instagram Live, do a talent.
Yep.
Sing, dance,
be a magician, do some magic.
Yeah.
And then
For example, there was a guy yesterday.
Yeah.
He's an artist, and he painted in 2 minutes. Painted the Toronto Raptors logo, like the dinosaur.
Oh, wow.
In 2 minutes.
Wow.
Legit. It looks good.
Okay. Wow.
And
Guy's
from the
got my
UFC, Max Holloway was the celebrity guest judge. And how fitting that for Shem, it was Max Holloway that was the vote, was the deciding vote in Shem's round and another round.
So who did you go up against?
Another girl. Her name was Teresa.
A singer?
A singer,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Oh, that's tough.
And this is what she sounded like.
You said you care, and you miss me too. And I'm well aware I write too many songs about you. And the coffee's out.
Oof, beautiful voice.
Real good voice. Cafe, and it kills me 'cause I know we've run out of things we could say.
So all throughout this competition yesterday, How Talented Are You with Serge Ibaka, he would allow fans who are watching to randomly join in and throw in a vote for the rounds. And what you had to do was just give a thumbs up. So he just looked for a thumbs up, randomly select somebody. Guess who got randomly selected yesterday to throw in a vote?
Who's that?
What up?
What's up, man? Oh, yo, say what's up, Uncle Serge, Uncle Serge.
Hey, how are you?
We're good. How are you? Just eating dinner.
I'm good. Thank you for joining us.
Are you kidding me? Thank you for doing this.
All right. So, did you watch the live? What?
I watched the live and I'm waiting for Shem.
All right.
But I'll vote right now, though. Yeah, we're waiting for Uncle Shem.
Okay, number 2. What are you going with?
Yo, I'm gonna go with we're gonna go with number 2. Number 2, Kayla. She was good. Everybody be nice in the comments. She was amazing. Go Raptors, go.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Right, have a good one.
Raptors!
Oh my God. So who were you voting on then?
I was voting, I
Like
believe it was
two
the
other
round.
people?
Yeah, two other people, the round right before Shem.
Yeah.
So here we go. It's Shem's turn to sing.
Yeah.
And he gets selected by Serge. And here's how everything plays out.
Yes, Serge. What's up, bud?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, you have 2 minutes, and then go ahead, do your thing.
All right, here we go. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, tearing my whole life with his word, killing me softly with his song. I heard he had a good song. I heard he had a smile. And so I came
And at this point of the competition, I'm looking at Serge. Everybody's looking at Serge.
Yeah. Okay.
And Serge has a big smile on his face. And he's bopping his head. He's really feeling this performance.
stranger to my eyes, strong in my pain with his finger.
And like everybody,
Singing my life with
when I say
his
everybody on the feed, on the live feed, everybody was rooting for Shem.
Really, huh?
I just kept seeing SHEM pop up on the screen.
Are you seeing any of this while you're singing, Shem, or no? You're not even looking.
I don't pay attention to anything that's happening. None of the comments.
Okay.
I don't know none of Serge's response.
All right.
So then we get to the voting, and from the UFC, Max Holloway had to throw in his vote.
I think he gave me the hardest one ever. Oh my gosh, I don't know who to pick. It's hard. It's tough. They both good.
So we got
really good.
Teresa is number 1, and then you got Shem number 2.
Man, they both can really sing. I like both of them, yeah. And then the way number 2 opened up was crazy, but number 1 was hitting those notes. So I don't know.
Come on.
I think
this is all of us yesterday, Ross.
Don't look the comments.
Come on.
I'm not reading the comments. No, I'm looking away from the. I don't even want to look at you. I'm just gonna look like this.
Yeah.
Look on your face right now. Ross is all of us yesterday on IG.
A minute.
Yeah, take your time. I want you to make a good decision, all right? So make sure, because every decision you're going to make now is going to count.
It is going to count. What do you think, Minnie?
Both.
Don't read the fan. Don't read
I'm not reading. Man, the way the second one opened up, but the first one was just hitting. So I think I gotta go at number 1, boss.
Yeah.
Okay, why not read the fan comments though? I don't like that.
So Max Holloway
read the fan comments, man.
did not pick Shem.
Come on.
Read the fan comments.
Read the fan
That's what I
comments.
said.
But here's the thing, though.
Like if you're torn.
If you were on IG Live yesterday, and when it was decided that it was not Shem, the look on Serge Ibaka's face.
Oh, really?
I think he was disappointed that it wasn't Shem.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it was a lot of fun doing this. A lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to win. I really wanted to win.
Of course you did.
But the support was so nice. Everybody was super sweet, super supportive. But yeah, I wanted to win.
Listen, we got a text this morning at 925-555. Big shout out to Shem, the people's champ. Too bad the champ wasn't on our side if he only read the comments.
Yes, read the comments.
Oh, but we love you. Congratulations,
Thank
brother.
you, guys. Thank you.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I accidentally signed up for Apple TV Plus last night.
I mean, accidentally.
I accidentally did it. They make it too easy.
And?
I don't know. I didn't even know I did it.
Oh. So you didn't
I got an email.
Yes.
That was like, hey, something about, I was watching, I don't even know what I was doing. I had like 9 things going on, and I'm trying to watch a show. Because if I'm watching a show with Catherine and then I look down at my phone, I get the elbow nudge. It's quality time. What are you doing on your phone? Put it down. And I always have to look at her and go, I'm not working. I'm like doing something cool. Yeah. And then
I'm looking at Twitter, damn it.
Right? No, I can't do that. Are you kidding me? And so I give her like the, oh my God, if I say I'm looking at Twitter, she's like, you know, I deleted Twitter like months ago, right? 'Cause she's better than me. So I'm trying to have quality time, and I'm trying to watch a show, and then I'm looking at my phone and I see something from Apple come up, and anytime something from Apple comes up, I always look at it. Because why not, right? It's my phone. It's like, it's your life. Update, whatever, who knows? And then so I click it, and it was the thing for Apple TV Plus. And then it was like free. I saw the word free, and then I didn't know what that meant. And then I clicked something, and then I looked back up at the TV, had another conversation with Catherine, and then I looked down at my phone, and it was time for me to type in my password for my phone. So I just figured my phone went to sleep while I was having quality time, and then I type in my password, and then I just get a thing like an email that just reads, you're all set. And I was like, I'm all set for what? And then I got an email this morning being like, the bill.
Wow, can I tell you? You would be the easiest to scam. Post 10 p.m., the easiest to scam.
Yeah, 8:30.
Okay.
Just so you know.
You're the one that will get that email. Hey, I have this rich uncle in Nigeria. He's a prince.
Yeah.
He needs help with transferring funds.
Yeah.
You'll get a cut. Just give me your password real quick.
Yeah. Oh, no, hell yeah. That's my whole family, though. My dad was that same way. My brother's that same way. My brother I would wake up in the morning when we were younger and we were living in apartments. And I'd wake up and I'd walk into my room, and my brother would be sound asleep on the couch in his clothes, and on the table would be the home phone and his credit card. And I'm like, oh God, what do we do? And then a week later, something would arrive in the mail, some like get rich quick scheme that he bought on late night TV. Right, Don Lepre. I got I got this boat and all these women.
Placing tiny little ads.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
My 1-bedroom apartment.
We had that.
Yeah.
He ordered it.
There was one time.
Do you know what showed up? A binder.
A binder of what?
Just like nothing. It was a binder full of just like nothing. I swear to God, it was nothing. It was nothing. And
how much did he pay?
Oh, it was like $400 at the time or something like that.
So one time, the furthest somebody almost got me, I was on the phone for like 30 minutes, maybe longer. And all I had to do was buy a pen. For $450.
No.
Yeah.
No.
For $450. But you buy this pen and you're automatically entered into a draw to win a trip to the Bahamas.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. To win Ford Explorer.
Are you kidding me?
Or I think it was a cash prize of like $10,000 or something.
And a pen?
And all I had to do was buy this pen for $450.
Good for you.
So 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
I didn't buy the pen.
Oh, you jerk. You jerk.
I did not buy the pen.
Man.
I couldn't.
When I was a kid, my dad would make us sit through those timeshare meetings just so we can get like a night free at one of the resorts.
Oh, yeah. That's a whole other time. I've been to those before. Don't even worry about it. I almost bought a place in Las Vegas.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jerry Stiller died, huh?
I know.
That one hurts.
I found out like an hour ago.
Yeah, it sucks. 92, though.
Oh, great life.
Jerry Stiller, of course, Frank Costanza in Seinfeld. He was on King of Queens for all them years. One of the greatest hotheads to ever grace any screen that a person could witness.
Where's my boy? Oh, my God. I'm sitting at home reading a periodical, and this is the call I get? My son is a bootlegger? Who put you up to this? Was it her?
All right, wait a minute. I think you've got it backwards.
My George isn't clever enough to hatch a scheme like this.
You got that right.
What the hell does that mean?
That means whatever the hell you want it to mean.
You saying you want a piece of me?
I'll drop you like a bag of dirt.
You want a piece of me? You got it!
One of the greatest hotheads to ever grace any screen.
Poor guy.
Yeah, Ben Stiller sent out the note. Of course, Ben Stiller's son. That Jerry died at 92. And I guess his wife died back in maybe around 2015 as well. So that sucks. I saw a picture of Jerry Stiller, though, recently, or a recent-ish picture of him, and didn't even look like him because I'm so used to Jerry Stiller and everything that he did, dyeing his hair red.
Oh,
and
wait.
this picture,
His hair's not really red?
This picture I saw of him, his hair's completely white. Yeah, he was with Kevin, King of Queens. Paul Blart.
Yeah.
Kevin, what's his last name?
Blart.
No, Kevin Blart. No, it's not Kevin Blart. The jackass. Kevin, how do I not know his name?
James.
Kevin James, thank you. Here comes the boom. you know, I went through a period.
President of his fan club.
I went through a period where I was flying a ton.
Yeah.
And on Air Canada, they hadn't updated the movies. I was in the middle of a cycle where I think that I hit it right as they switched over all the movies. And then I flew a ton in that period. And there was just nothing on there. And this has happened twice. Nothing on there that I wanted to watch. So I wound up watching Here Comes the Boom probably about 9 times in a month.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and now it's one of Roxy's favorite movies.
Aw.
And so we watch Here Comes the Boom. I'm
trying to see what else he was
all
in.
the time. And then the other movie I watched
He was in
a lot
Hitch.
was Hitch. Yeah, he was. He was
Right?
in Hitch. Yeah. He was Will Smith's best friend in Hitch.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Who's in Summer Catch? Look that up for me. 'Cause I
He was
think-
also in, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah. But yeah, Paul Blart Mall Cop.
What was the other one you want me to look up?
Summer Catch. Tell me who's in Summer Catch.
Summer.
Because I think I watched that movie over and over and over again too.
Freddie Prinze Jr.?
No. Oh, no. Sorry, that was years before. No, it was Trouble with the Curve.
What?
Yeah, Trouble with the Curve. I've seen about a dozen times.
Clint Eastwood
Yeah.
and Amy Adams.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood and Amy Adams. Yeah, Trouble with the Curve.
Was he
watched
racist in that one too?
I don't know. Is he not racist in anything?
Clint Eastwood?
I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on that.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Well, guys, I can proudly confirm that it's on Netflix right now.
What is?
The Reunion, Too Hot to Handle.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's 41 minutes long.
I gotta do today, man.
It's called Extra Hot, The Reunion, and they're all on Zoom.
Oh.
I haven't watched the episode yet, so I don't know who didn't make it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14 of them there, plus
I
Lana.
don't even think that there was 14 of them to start with, was there?
Maybe one of these in the screen here is the host. Could be the host as well. And then there's a screen here. You can't really see it. It's a little thumbnail of Lana. Right. The one who's been spying and snitching on everybody.
I know.
Hey, Lana.
Hey, Lana.
I was reading this, just reading this article with Francesca from Vancouver, the one who cost all the money, but then came out of there like in love.
Yeah.
With Harry from Australia, who now lives in LA. She did an interview with Complex Canada, and they asked her whether or not she ever visits Ontario, and she said she was born and raised in Ontario and then only moved to Vancouver 3 years ago. And then they asked her, the question was, is your dating, on her dating experience, how do BC dudes compare to Ontario dudes?
Oh, snap.
Okay.
Here we go.
Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
I think BC dudes are more chill. They care about clout more than Ontario dudes.
Oh.
But Ontario, like in Toronto, where everyone thinks that they're Drake and they all dress like Drake and they talk like Drake. And they have this like really weird slang. But honestly, I have not been able to find anyone like worth, dating here. I usually do long distance and find someone in LA or in a different country and just do it that way because there's not many. I mean, there are very wholesome Canadian country boys, but that's also not my type. So obviously I decided that this show is good for me for a reason because like I've been unable to meet anyone on the same wavelength as me.
Wow. Yeah. Well said, girl.
So your reunion show for Too Hot to Handle is on Netflix right now.
I don't know if you can just straight up compare to say Ontario dudes to BC dudes because there's a very different dude that lives in Toronto than the one that lives in Thunder Bay.
Oh,
There's a very different dude that
It's
lives in
regional.
Scarborough that lives in South Oshawa.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Scarborough, Mandam are not Oshawa guys.
Yeah, Maury.
Can I spoil one thing from the reunion?
No, get out of here. Out you go. What is the matter with you?
Why would you even come
Out
in here
you
and say
go.
that?
It literally just dropped. Go, get out. Don't even. What are you doing? What's the matter with you?
Can I spoil something? The answer is no.
You just cost the group $10,000 more. Pay up.
Thanks.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Welcome to the retreat where there are cameras everywhere.
Right?
And Lana's voice could pop up at any time.
So Francesca and Harry from Too Hot to Handle on Netflix. This is the real story. We've talked to Francesca before on this show. Harry is the sort of fiance, maybe not fiance. And they did the reunion special where he proposed over Zoom with like a ring pop. And everybody's like, oh my God, they're engaged.
Hey,
But
they
then,
did a big celebration on the show.
But I'm just going through this right now. And yesterday, Francesca tells Variety that no, they're not engaged.
Yo, Harry, what's up, man? It's Roz Mocha.
Good morning, my naughty little possums. How are we, team?
Yo, did your fiance tell you that she talked to us already?
No, she hasn't.
So she is your fiance then, right?
Well, like, kind of. Like, she deserves, she's like, come on.
Bro.
She deserves more than a ring pop. Like, I want to do it properly. I can't really do it, over Zoom, I have to get on one knee and do it properly. So it's like it's a gray area.
Was the proposal, did you mean the proposal? Like, had she said, oh my God, yes, in that moment, would you now consider yourselves to be engaged? Because I'm just going through this story in Variety when they were talking to Francesca, and she's like, well, kind of, sort of, maybe not fully engaged for real.
Like, yeah, I definitely, if she was like, oh my God, yes, then 110% I'd be pretty much a married man. But it's just a little bit hard when we're in quarantine and I can't actually put a real rock on her finger. But we've got a shared wedding ring album, so we're doing okay.
But do you consider yourselves to be engaged minus the formality of you getting down on one knee, or is the engagement sort of on hold until you can see each other face to face?
It's definitely on hold until I can see her face to face.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you are not currently...
But I'm telling everyone I'm a married man.
Oh, wow. Why you gotta screw everything up, man?
You confusing the hell out of us, bro. So what's life like now for you guys? I mean, you are in LA, she's in Vancouver, and what, are you just FaceTiming every day?
Yeah, pretty much, like 2 to 3 times a day. Like even if we're not talking and she's just like there, or we're like making dinner or something, it's kind of like comforting, but it's been a little bit hard, obviously, with the distance and all this crazy stuff that's going on. And like our lives have completely changed pretty much overnight. So it's been a massive like roller coaster of emotion. So yeah, it's pretty wild, but we've just been coping with FaceTime.
Harry, why did you choose to move to LA and not directly to Vancouver and start living with Francesca, or even getting your own place so the two of you could be in the same city?
Well, we actually broke up for like 8 or 9 months. So when I was planning to move to LA to get over here, we weren't even talking at that point. So once I finally got settled in LA, I decided to give her a drunk text, and that's when we got back together.
You guys have something very cool, which is normally on these shows, okay? When you hook up on a show and you're good looking and she's good looking and you're both good looking together and you have crazy fun, young, sexy fun. When you go back to the real world, people are all over you guys, right? Like the temptation in her world is huge and the temptation in your world is huge.
Especially being in LA.
Because of COVID, you guys don't have those temptations. Do you think that your relationship would be as strong as it is right now had COVID not happened and you were so full of temptation?
Oh, absolutely. I think we'd be fine. Like, in all honesty, like, we're so solid. We talk about everything. Like, Francesca's always been hot. Like, I'm only like suddenly starting to come a little bit hot now. So, yeah. Like, we just talk about everything. So she's sweet, and like I'm locked in my room. And our relationship's pretty solid.
When you guys were split for those nine months, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Did you see other people? Did she see other people? And have you told each other about the other people?
Yeah, of course. It's weird because it's like getting back with your ex, and then you have to tell them about everyone that everywhere you've been before that moment.
Did you tell her about everywhere? Or did you say some places?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, she knows about where I've been.
So, Harry, after appearing on Too Hot to Handle on Netflix and seeing like all the footage that they chose to show because cameras were everywhere, who in your life were you not necessarily worried, but were a little bit concerned with seeing that footage and then maybe making a phone call or sending a text to you about?
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty ruthless. So there was so much stuff that they got cut out. Like I was quite nervous about the stuff that I said about Francesca when I was like angry about the whole Kel situation, because I know I was being a bit of a baby. But the only person I'm worried about, or was worried about, was Francesca and how she felt and everything like that. So
yeah. But what about episode 7? What happened at 1:47 a.m.?
I actually don't know. Can you tell me?
You don't know? Do you know how? Yeah.
Yeah, when that episode, when we get to that episode in Too Hot to Handle, who in your life texted you about it?
Oh, everyone had a lot to say. But I was a very happy boy. Like that was $6K well spent for me.
Have you met her? Have you met her family yet?
I have, and I think they hate me now.
Yeah. So now, what do you like? A big sunglasses mogul? Is that the plan for you in LA?
Yeah. So I've got my sunglasses brand Kensington, and obviously with all this, it's helped it kind of launch more globally. So it's been pretty exciting, and we're coming into summer. So I'm just trying to make sure that all my friends are looking fresh and sexy with some shades on.
And you design these yourselves?
Yeah. So we designed them in New Zealand. They're all handmade and absolutely amazing. We just had a look at some of the other brands out there in the US that are just absolutely overcharging people, just ridiculous amounts. So we're just offered a better product with way more affordable.
Harry, before we let you go,
they look pretty dope.
Have Netflix approached you and Francesca about doing something together?
There's been conversations. That's all I could say. There's just been some conversations.
Do they have any sort of ownership over you guys? Like with that, I don't know about the contract that you guys signed, but if you do decide to get married and do it publicly, do you have to then go to Netflix to offer it to them?
I don't know if we really want to film our wedding, but I guess we probably should, because this whole relationship has been on camera. Netflix would probably want to record that and make a bit of drama out of it.
Hang on a second. Maury wants to ask you a question.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for wearing the Toronto Blue Jays hat in all of your Instagram photos.
Hey, thanks, guys. Yeah, I literally, when I went and visited Francesca, I was like, hey, how can I look like I'm a local? She's like, yeah, get these hats. Everyone's going to love you.
That is amazing. Harry from Too Hot to Handle on Netflix. Thanks very much for joining us on the Roz Mocha Show.
Hey, cheers, guys. Thanks for having me.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So who's this guy that Ariana Grande is dating? Because he's in the new video. I think he's just like a straight up real estate agent, right?
Just
is
a
that the deal?
guy?
I think so. I don't know anything about him. I guess he has a bunch of famous friends. How do these like real estate agents? Do you watch these like real estate agent shows on Netflix and stuff like that, Maury?
Yes, I do.
Where these like famous $1 million listing and whatnot?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, and Open House.
Oh, you love that show too? Yeah. You like $1 million?
Open House NYC. Every Sunday morning we watch that.
What was the crazy show that I was obsessed with where it was all like the catty women who were all the
Real Housewives?
No, the real estate agents. It was a Netflix show. Was it Selling Sunset? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, man, that show was
a good one.
Oh, I was like the Witches of Eastwick, that show.
Yeah.
They were so mean to one another.
Because you got the drama, but you also got like the beautiful property.
Yeah.
Dude, the same thing, $1 million listing. They fight the $1 million listing. They fight all the time, those guys.
Yeah, but
I think it was one of those episodes. I think it was $1 million listing where one of the guys, he wanted to pay for a property, I think in Manhattan or something, in Bitcoin.
Yeah, that happens.
He was like, can I pay in Bitcoin?
Times,
and one of them used to be an adult film star.
Yeah, no, but
one of the real estate agents?
Yeah.
Selling Sunset was crazy because I think that the way that it went was that it was a guy who owned this real estate company, but he only hired female agents.
Yeah.
And so they all looked the same. Like they all looked the same. They came into the same factory and they just hated each other. And then every time like he brought in a new one, they'd all be like, meh. Right?
Can I hear that again?
Meh. It was so awesome. I was obsessed with that show. It was so good. It was so good. So I guess he's one of those. Like, I guess he's just like $1 million agent in Los Angeles,
when
right?
Your
Like,
friends
that's
are
his
all those
deal.
famous people. He's friends with Miley Cyrus,
But he's like
this guy.
He's 27 years old. Like, how do you get to be...
Who, Ariana's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, how do you get to be that good? I guess you just hook up with the right people and you sell one property and then you're just on your way, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's word of mouth, right?
It's
Like,
so
hey, let me tell you
wild.
about this real estate agent I got.
Yeah.
Walking to town.
Yeah. And now
Meet
it
this
has
guy.
to be, God, it has to be the easiest job right now, especially in this market, to be a real estate agent. And I'm not saying that it's like there's not a lot of work involved or like a lot of butt kissing and you have to be really nice to people that maybe you don't deserve it. But houses like pretty much sell themselves, don't
But
they?
you can't even go. But you can't go see them right
No, I don't
now.
mean right now. I mean
You
just like
said
right
right
now.
now.
I mean just like right now in general.
Yeah.
Like how difficult is it? You don't have to list a house anymore.
Just word of mouth.
Yeah, you go, Psh, for sale. And somebody goes, here's $1 million.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Right? Like that's it.
I got a letter in the mail. Somebody offered to buy ours.
Oh, that happens all the time. I know people that have bought houses that way.
Seriously?
Yes. Drop a letter in the
Anytime-
mailbox. Hey, we're looking to buy in this neighborhood. You looking to sell? Give me a call. They give them a call. The deal's done by the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
So I should call them?
Yes. You have nowhere to go more.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Ariana Grande did an interview with, who was it? Apple, is that who it was?
She doesn't do interviews, huh?
Very
She stopped.
rarely.
Like a while ago, right?
Yeah, very rarely. And she goes through, she covers quite a bit. And of course, one of the things is that she had the new song with Justin Bieber, and then everybody's like, oh my God, we're going to get new, Ariana Grande music, but it's not happening. She said that she's not going to release anything that resembles a full-length project during quarantine. But here she is talking about Stuck With You, which is the track she did with Justin Bieber.
So we just wanted to make something fun that also helps and kind of makes people feel, I think, less alone, I guess, or just can be hopefully somewhat uplifting. I think it's also like a really literally isolating time for people mentally too. So we wanted to put music out because music is the thing that makes people feel good.
Right?
That's nice.
And where are we here? Talked about why she stopped doing interviews as well, because you had literally just mentioned that this is a rare thing for her.
I stopped doing interviews for a really long time because I felt like whenever I would get into a position where somebody would try to say something for clickbait or twist my words or blah, 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 I would defend myself, and then people would be like, oh, she's a diva. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. If I have something to say regarding a choice that's being made with my career or something, blah, 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 it's always kind of manipulated and turned into this negative thing, whereas I don't see that with men. It's like when men express their opinions or defend themselves or are directing something and making notes on something, they're brilliant.
Well, unless you're Ryan Johnson.
Oh, come on, man.
Let's not get everybody a pass, okay? Let's not give everybody a pass. You want to hear her talk about Doja Cat?
Oh, yes.
So I love her. I was able to work with her earlier this year on this song that I want to save for whenever it's time again to drop. But I love her so much. I love her personality. I love what she brings to the table musically, and just she's just such a breath of fresh air. I think she's brilliant and so talented.
I wonder if she's secretly working, not secretly, but still, because she said talking about the collab with Bieber, if she's also at the same time recording stuff anyways. If she has ideas and she's writing stuff down, and she decides to record, maybe not for a project anytime soon, but kind of just in case.
Well, I think
or to fill the time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that have a lot of stuff that they don't know what to do with right now. You have Katy Perry, who's definitely going ahead and releasing, right? You have Gaga.
Is that a new song coming out tomorrow? She has a new track?
Oh, when is the new Katy Perry? We said this last week, too.
The album, I know there's an album. So we know that the album's coming out in August.
Yeah.
But is there a new song?
I can't hear either of you guys. Yes?
There is, right?
Yes.
Tomorrow. I think it's called Daisy, I believe.
Right, yeah, okay,
So we
cool.
should be
Thanks.
getting that new song.
Yeah, but what was the one that we played last week? Because that was supposed to be the new song that actually never came out, which is real weird.
Oh, a Katy Perry and Diddy song.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it at all.
It was a week ago we played
Yeah, I
it.
know. But we're supposed to get, that song was called Smile.
Yeah.
And then so tomorrow is what? Daisies?
Daisy.
Daisy,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So hopefully.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi, Amy. It's Roz Mocha.
Hi, how are you guys?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm really, really good. This is such an awesome phone call. It's such a mood booster.
Okay, so Amy reached out to us, Roz, via Twitter at Kiss925 and said, hey, guys, listening live all the way from Manchester, UK, feeling a little homesick, and you are the perfect pickup for me. Thanks so much.
Wow.
So where are you from originally? Toronto?
Yeah, I'm from just outside of Toronto, yeah.
Oh, okay. And then how long ago did you move to the UK?
I moved over 16 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
So before you moved there before we started doing this show?
Yeah, well, I come home. Well, we try to come. I still call it home. At least twice a year. So I got married last summer and had a UK wedding, Toronto wedding reception, which was super awesome. And obviously, because we come home, we do local touristy stuff. It's, we love it. And obviously this year we can't. And it's kind of hit me this week. Like, you're not going to be able to go home, and you're not going to be able to go and see your mom and dad, and they're not going to see their granddaughter. And it put me in a big funk. And then I was just listening to you guys, and I was just like, this has made me feel like I'm actually at home at my mom's listening to the radio. And I totally appreciated it.
So what brought you to the UK 16 years ago?
A guy.
I came over to nanny.
Oh.
I was a nanny in London.
Were you really? Like Mary Poppins?
I was, yeah. It was an experience. It was definitely an experience. And then I came up to Manchester because my parents are British citizens. Well, they were. They're Canadian citizens now. I stayed, fell in love, had a kid.
Oh, wow. How old are you? You
And
sound
I
like
was-
super young.
I'm 38.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's that tinge of accent, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's very deceiving.
It does come out. But I work over here for the NHS, so the National Health Service. So I'm in work every day doing telephone clinics. I work in medicine, so a lot of prescribing prescription stuff.
Jeez.
So I'm in every day. I'm grateful that I'm in, though. If I was at home, I'd probably be a little stir crazy.
Yeah.
And how did you discover the Roz and Mocha Show? Is it just those yearly kind of visits back home?
Just the yearly visits.
Oh, okay.
We went to, my sister took us to go see Fifth Harmony because JoJo opened, and she loves JoJo.
Oh, wow.
And I think you guys promoted the concert and stuff, too, so I've got, like, Kiss 92.5 lip balm. It's just a staple. You go home, you do the same things, you see the same things, so it's pretty awesome. I love it.
All right, we're a tourist attraction, right?
You are.
Yeah.
It's
like when you
my husband listens when we go, and my little girl in the car, and she's just like, Mom, change the radio. And I'm like, okay, dude, we'll change the
Oh, that's
radio.
amazing. So you listen to the
Yeah.
podcast out there as well?
We do, yeah. I try to get onto it on weekends, just when I'm just having a break and some time to myself. So it's good, and I'm just really grateful for you guys. I'm sure I'm not the only one that is grateful for you. You guys have definitely got me through the day.
No.
It's funny, not funny like haha funny, but like I can tell you have your Canadian accent, but every now and then you can still hear that kind of like UK
There's a twang, yeah.
English twang in there. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. My daughter has a full-on English accent, except for she says tomato and yogurt, where over here it's tomato and yogurt. So she gets a few funny looks, but when we're out together and I talk and she talks, you kind of get some looks of like, you sound different.
Oh, like they think that you're the kidnapper.
You still look like the nanny.
The nanny, yeah. But it's when I get out like my Ontario driver's license for ID and they look at it, they're like, you're really that old? I'm like, mm-hmm.
Wow. Good for you. That's the dream.
Amy, thank you very much for reaching out. Thank you for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show. We appreciate your time, especially being in a different part of the world, different time zone.
Yeah. Yep.
And between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Oh, I can't. You guys are equally the same, and I can't leave out Lori and everyone. It's just such a. You guys are all equally my favorite. It's like a parent. You can't ask them to pick a favorite kid.
You know how this works, though.
I can't. I feel like I'd be like crushing someone's dream if I had to pick.
No. So between Roz and Mocha, Amy in the UK.
Amy, I have lost enough of these that honestly, like, you're going to say Mocha, and then I'm going to pick up my phone and I'm going to start going through Twitter like I always do.
Well, I could say Roz because together we have 3 letters in our name.
Okay.
We could play it that way.
Don't base it on that because that makes me feel worse.
No, I think I don't know. I honest to God, I couldn't pick an actual favorite. I mean, the birds I'm outside at the moment. There's like a whack ton of birds like chirping away.
Mm-hmm.
But
wow, you are like Mary
I don't know. We
Poppins.
could say Thursdays Roz is my favorite, and Fridays Mocha can be my favorite.
Listen, you got too much British in you. You know what I mean? You got too much polite in you. You've lost your edge. You've lost your edge. No. You came from a jaded, cold place like Toronto where you would have dropped it in a second and then watched me like cry and laughed and had a drink. Now you go over there, you're a nanny, you're Mary Poppins, you got birds in the backyard making a dress for you. Okay. And you just want to please everybody. Stop it.
Okay. When I'm home next, I will contact you guys. And I will make my decision then. How about that?
All right, fine. Amy, we love you lots. All the best. Thank
love
you so
guys
much.
Too. Take care, guys. Have a great day.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Man, the C&E being canceled.
That one hurts. But you knew it was going to happen.
I know.
You knew it was going to happen. It just, when it's made official and said by the people who make it official,
I know. I'll
hurts
tell you
even more.
One of the reasons it is so, I don't know. I don't want to say shocking because like you said, it wasn't a shock. We all sort of expected it, but the dates just keep getting pushed and pushed and pushed.
Yeah.
And the thing with the CNE being canceled is this is the first major gathering to be canceled that dips into September. So we saw things being canceled in May. There's no new movies in June. Caravana, Pride, all that stuff for the summer. And then you get CNE, which is late summer, early September. So now we're into September with things being canceled. So it just keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed.
Tiff is going to have to make an announcement soon.
That's the first day of school.
Yeah.
Is when we start getting around to September 7th because the CNE was August 21st to September 7th. So now we're getting into first day of school territory.
I know. It actually makes me sad, bro.
No, it's heartbreaking. This is the first time the CNE's been canceled in 142 years. Sorry, it's only the second time it's been canceled in 142 years. That's crazy. That's nuts, man. Anyway, that breaks my heart. I love the CNE. I love the CNE. I go multiple times.
I know you do.
Multiple times. Yeah, it's terrible.
Man, I wish we would have to start the show like this.
Well, what are you going to do?
I know the news
right?
is out there. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I just think about everything, man. All the families, all the kids.
Yeah. Does that mean Labor Day's late this year? Is that what it is? When's Labor Day weekend this year?
No, Labor Day is September 7th.
Yeah, that's late.
And then the first day of school is
That's
the 8th.
late this year. That's late.
Do you want some good news?
Yes, please.
The baby giraffe at the zoo was born.
No, was it really?
Yeah.
What?
Maybe
How
long
did they-
legs?
How do they not?
I just
How they
got the
not
press
live stream
release.
that?
I just got the press release.
Did they give it a name?
I'm going to forward it to you, but I had to run in and tell you.
Oh, nice. See, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Baby long legs.
I love it.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, did you know that there was going to be a new Hunger Games book coming out?
No.
And it's a prequel novel.
Oh.
And they've released the first chapter in audio form. It drops on Tuesday, by the way. It's called The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Great name.
Prequel novel focuses on President Snow and the events around the 10th annual Hunger Games, set 64 years prior to the original movie.
Yeah, okay.
You think people are into it?
Nah.
I thought in times like this, in order to drum up a little bit more publicity, they would have had some sort of a celebrity maybe read the book or at least read the first chapter that they've released.
Mm-hmm.
because I have some of the first chapter here. I can play for you.
Who read it?
No idea.
The
Just a
author?
right.
Or just a hired voice?
Hired voice.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like anybody famous.
Chapter 1. Coriolanus released the fistful of cabbage into the pot of boiling water and swore that one day it would never pass his lips again.
Gross.
But this was not that day. He needed to eat a large bowl of the anemic stuff and drink every drop of broth to prevent his stomach from growling during the reaping ceremony.
Gross.
Ooh.
It was one of a long list of precautions he took to mask the fact that his family, despite residing in the penthouse of the capital's most opulent apartment building, was as poor as district scum.
Ugh, boring.
This guy's got a real boring read.
Yeah, like really boring.
Yeah. Here's my other question is that I find interesting is I would assume that the Hunger Games, just from everything we know about the Hunger Games already, that the audiobook would have been voiced by a woman. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because Katniss was the main character in all the other Hunger Games.
Yeah.
But to me, the narrative of the Hunger Games is always from a female point of view, from like a young woman.
You ready to be thrilled?
Yeah. That at 18, the heir to the once great House of Snow had nothing to live on but his wits. His shirt for the reaping was worrying him.
Okay, great. Boring. Still boring. I thought it was going to pick up.
Books, huh? Am I right? Maureen.
I have the script here if you want me to try.
Oh. Can you sound like a lady? No, I'm joking. Can you sound better than this guy?
Well, I mean, I am a voice artist.
True. And do like what you would actually do, like if you got hired to write a book. Or if you got hired to read a book, like somebody is a bestseller and they're like, hey, we want...
Book on tape.
Book on tape by Dan Mori.
I'll start with his shirt, okay? Or do you want me to start from the beginning? What do you want? I'll start from his shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
His shirt for the reaping was worrying him. He had an acceptable pair of dark dress pants bought on the black market last year. But the shirt was what people looked at. Fortunately...
Can I pause you for 1 second? Why do you end every word, and I'm just asking this, if this is like a voice-over technique that has got you work in the past, but why do you finish every word with...
Sorry, what's that word again?
When did I do that?
Everything. It's like a pair of pants he bought on the black market.
His shirt for the reaping was worrying him.
Yeah, you get very throaty.
He had an acceptable pair of dark pants bought on the black market last year.
Now you're forcing it. That's
no,
what she
just
said.
read normally like you would normally. Because I don't think you can turn it off, is what I'm getting at.
But when I see words, this is what happens.
Okay, go now, read.
All right. His shirt for the reaping was worrying him. He had an acceptable pair of dark dress pants he bought on the black market last year. But the shirt was what people looked at. Fortunately, the Academy provided the uniform it required for daily use.
Yes.
What a boring ass book. No joke, guys.
Keep going.
This book sounds boring.
Keep going.
Okay.
Wow, you really don't like this, huh, Mocha?
For today's ceremony, however, students were instructed to be dressed fashionably. But the solemnity...
Excuse me?
Start again?
Okay. Yeah, Amari, if you are going to do a book on tape, you have to do the hard words too.
But I don't like the hard word.
Okay, replace it with something else.
Yeah.
Okay. But the dog for the occasion is dietary.
I would, if Maury read this and they just did it all in one take, I would so listen to this.
Tigress had said to trust her, and he did. Tigris had said to trust her, and he did.
This would get people through coronavirus. It really would. No, it really would. If you did the whole book in one take.
Keep going.
Okay, I'll start at the top. Chapter 1. Colonel released a fistful of cabbage into the pot of boiling water and swore that one day...
No, go back into voiceover, Maury, now.
One day, it would never pass his lips again. But this was not that day. He needed to eat a large bowl of an eccentric stuff and drink every drop of broth to prevent...
I don't think that was the word.
Eccentric stuff. Yo, he only the Hunger Games for sure.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, Khadijah, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
All right, we're going to try our best to help you out, okay?
Okay.
So you wrote, it says, hey, Roz Mocha fixed my life. I'm currently a university student impacted by the COVID-19 situation like many. Because of the pandemic, I decided to go home and stay with my parents. I'm still paying rent on the house I live in for school. I am going back and forth deciding on whether or not I should keep the place or give it up for the rest of the school year because no one knows if school will be online or in person. The house is in a really great location and it's close to school, work, and major bus lines, plus hella cheap. Now, if I give up the place, I lose a good house. If I keep the place, I have a wonderful house, pay thousands of dollars, and risk losing money if school returns online in the fall. Please fix my life.
Wow. So how long has it been that you've been at home and not the home near school?
I came home April 1st, but I started paying rent on May 1st. So just a month.
Okay, so what's going on with the house right now? Is it just sitting empty?
It's just sitting empty.
And you're the only person in there? You don't have any roommates or anything like that?
I do have roommates, and they're all staying there and paying rent. I'm the only one who just went home.
Okay, so the house isn't empty, so people are still living in the house.
Yeah.
And you're paying your share of the rent, right?
Yeah.
And how much is your share of the rent?
$545.
$545. And right now you're with your parents?
Mm-hmm.
Have you discussed this with them?
Yes.
What do they say?
They're telling me to keep it, but I don't want to pay for the summer because nobody's subletting my place. I don't want to pay for the summer and waste thousands of dollars over the summer. And then they just tell me that school's online in the fall.
Where is the $545 a month coming from?
It's coming from the government checks.
But what was your plan if COVID didn't happen? Where was the $545 going to come from?
That was going to come from the subletter that I usually get every year.
Okay. So who normally pays your rent?
Me, myself.
You and yourself. And you make that money yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're wondering if because you're not going to be able to sublet it over the summer. You're wondering if you just let it go and lose that place potentially for the new school year that may or may not happen in September, or do you eat the $2,500 until school starts again to keep that place just on the books so you have somewhere to go when all of this is over?
Can you
right?
afford to do all this?
I can, but if I could save the money and pay for school or pay for my rent come September with that money, I'd rather do that. I'd rather just use my money wisely. But again, nobody knows what's going to happen in the fall.
No, nobody does. And so what are the chances that you let this place go and then school is A-okay? Everything's fine. In September, you're allowed to go back to school. What are the chances you're going to find a place for $545?
Very, very slim in Ottawa.
So what are other people paying right now that you know of?
$600 to $800.
Okay, so let's say $800, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go high end with that. You got to do the math. This is a math game right now. And it's sort of risk management, and it's what you're comfortable, losing, and how much better does this place make your life? Like you said, it's close to school.
All convenience,
it's
right?
all
yeah.
I don't know.
I say my opinion is that you give it up and you save that money.
Okay.
And put that money aside for the future because nobody knows what's going to happen over the summer, over the fall.
Okay, that's
and you may need that money for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not to capitalize on anybody else's misfortune, but I don't think that the rental market in Ottawa is going to be crazy in September with the amount of people that are going to have to be either moving back home permanently or finding new places to live or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
I think you'll be able to find a place,
Mm-hmm.
but you need to be financially ready for however your life is going to be once we get to that point. Once we get to the fall.
How does this work? Whose name is on the lease?
It's my name.
It's your name. So what happens to the two roommates?
I just have to, so what I've been doing the last couple of weeks is I've been finding someone to take over the full lease. So far I found two girls who are very interested in the place and want the place. So if I want to give it up, I can give it up to them and they just take it over.
Okay, so you've had that conversation with them, though?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is this the same two girls that are currently living there?
No. I found like new girls like who just messaged me wanting to play
So what happens to the two girls who are living there right now?
They still stay there, but they just got a new roommate.
Okay, cool.
So you're just doing a swap.
Yeah, and are they okay with that?
Yes.
They are. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But $2,500 is a lot of money when you're a student, and that money can go to better things.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't piss it away all summer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be using it for like cans of White Claw and stuff. All right? We're talking saving that money.
Oh, sounds good.
Okay? Yeah, she's like, but have you tried White Claw, all the different flavors?
Exactly. Yeah, like if you wind up in September and you do not have all that money that you would have paid in rent as disposable cash that you can have access to right now, then your plan has failed.
Mm-hmm. But then what happens if school returns and I don't have a place to live?
But you'll have to figure that out at that point. But at least you have the money. Even if you do end up finding a place that you may have to pay a little bit more for, temporarily, you have that money because you didn't spend it all summer on White Claw.
That's true.
Yeah,
okay.
You'll have first and last ready to go.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Khadijah, side note, what is your favorite flavor of White Claw?
You know what? I don't know.
You're right.
I don't have an answer for you.
Mango is my go-to.
Mango.
Yeah.
What is Maury saying? Lime?
Lime? You like the lime one? Yeah.
All right.
All right, yo.
Okay, cool.
Shout out White Claw. Hi, Khadijah.
Thank you so much.
Good luck, girl.
Bye, love.
Thank you. Bye.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
No frills getting into the music game.
Like no frills is in no frills?
No frills is in like black and yellow,
Jump
no name
back.
brand, no frills.
Okay.
They released a song today, and it's called A Cart Apart. It aims to help spread advice about good physical distancing practices for shoppers stocking up. Every single play of the song, $1 will be donated to the President's Choice Children's Charity.
All right, well, let's give him a buck.
Times like these, hollers need to come together by staying apart. It's time for all hollers to haul responsibly. Make sure to wash your hands and all. We keep stay 6 feet at least. Or 6 feet. Let's keep physical distancing. Hauling isn't hoarding. Product limits up. Got my cart and I'm ready. And holler so friendly when I do. Follow the rules, ain't no issues. Keep coming holler on. Try to leave the fam at home. Just like the bags I own. Hashtag stay home. Shop once a weekend, I take it home. Capacity stays low. We staying safe in the stove. No hating, we hollering. And we wash our hands with soap. Keep the distance physical. The front line in the stop. Thank you. Make sure to wash your hands and all. We keep stay 6 feet at least. Or 6 feet.
That's their message to everybody.
So stay
no
a cart
frills.
apart, right?
6 feet.
If you have a cart,
hauling is important, by the way.
If you have a cart in a grocery store, it's very difficult to not stay a cart apart.
I guess. I guess they're just like
Right?
reinforcing
I've
the
always
fact.
stayed a cart apart.
You can
Because I have
only
no
stay
choice.
a cart apart.
You can only stay a cart apart. Well, there you go. I like it. No Frills has been doing a real great thing the last couple of years, man.
Yeah.
They really,
Their campaigns have been amazing.
Yeah, they sort of understood how people view them and where their place is, and they found a niche that no other grocery store has, and they're crushing it, man.
So the important message within the song is Don't overhandle produce. Call only once per week. Be patient in line. Of course, wash your hands. Stay a cart apart.
Yeah, a cart apart.
A cart apart.
A cart apart.
$1 will be donated for every spin this gets. And when you watch it on YouTube or you watch it on any of the No Frills social media accounts, $1 will be donated to PC Children's Charity to a maximum of $50,000.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello?
Hey, it's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Do you have a second to chat?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What's your name?
Senchu.
Oh, Senchu. We've talked to you before, right?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. So Senchu sent a text this morning, Roz, at 925-555. Honestly, now more than ever, I really appreciate the time I have to listen to you on my way to work as I'm a nurse and the podcast for when I'm driving home. It's been hard with the unknown and things changing on a daily basis, but you guys have never failed to make me laugh. Thank you.
No.
That's real nice, Senchu. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's my day off, so.
Oh, no.
Sorry to bug you. Talk to us.
No, honestly, I love it when you guys call, so thank you.
Oh, okay. What was your last shift like?
It was okay. I worked the weekend, so I'm not working on my home unit. I've been deployed to ICU, so it's a little bit scary. But yeah, just taking it day by day.
What is it like in a hospital right now? Like, is it chaos or is it calm?
You know what? Right now it's calm, which is great. And I think that we were expecting to get way more people, I guess, to be hit like Italy, but we're definitely working hard and trying to, get these people better and get them home.
Yeah.
Some days are good, some days are bad. Yeah.
And how do you and your coworkers kind of not stay motivated, but keep your spirits up during a time like this when you have to go in every few days and you have to work these long ass 12-hour shifts?
Good question. Recently, there's a lot of people on my floor who love bubble tea, so we've been ordering bubble tea while we're at work. And just making sure we're all, checking in on each other, making sure it's not too serious and still making each other laugh.
Senchu, thank you very much. We won't take up much of your time because I know it's your day off. But thank you very much for the text. Thank you for spending your days with us whenever you get a chance to, whether it's the live show or the podcast. And more importantly, thank you for what you do every single day going in there as a nurse working at the hospital.
Thank you, guys. And I think it's a coincidence because I think this time last year you called me too, and it's nursing week, and it's the same time you called me.
Oh, really? There you go. We got a thing going on.
Yeah.
All right, talk to you next year.
Yes.
Love you, Senchu.
I love you guys. Bye.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Margot, how are you? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, not bad. How are you?
Doing good.
So, Margot, you wrote us this. Roz and Mocha, fix my life. You both have kids that either were my kids' ages or are currently around my kids' ages. How have you been tackling the COVID conversation at home? My 5-year-old blames herself for being the reason her grandmother doesn't want to see her anymore, and I have no more answers to give her that seem to be working. My 2-year-old is obsessively washing her hands all the time, and if we don't let her, she becomes unruly and scared. How do I tell my kids it's not their fault, and how do you explain to them what is happening on a level that is not going to give them nightmares?
Margot, what have you been telling your kids?
So my 2-year-old doesn't quite understand because she's 2. Really anything that's happening. And it's something a lot of my friends are even having difficulties with. All we've been able to really tell them is there's a virus. It's not them. They're not sick. Other people might be sick. So we have to stay home. And it's like when you get a cold or a flu. But she's like, I teach little kids. She's the center of her own little world. They're both the center of their world. If you tell them there's something sick out there, they think they're the reason they're sick.
But why is your 2-year-old obsessively washing her hands? And if you don't let her...
I think they did it at daycare. I suspect before daycare ended, they were washing their hands so often that it just became part of everything she was doing.
Wait, is she washing her hands because she's just used to washing her hands so much at school, or she's washing her hands because she's scared.
I don't know. I know she gets scared if we don't let her do it.
So it might
and
just
she
be a
likes-
thing where it became habit at school and it has nothing to do with coronavirus, has nothing to do with what's happening in the outside world. It's just one of those things she picked up at school. She likes to do it and she wants to do it all the time.
That could be true.
Are you are you single? You married? What's your deal?
No, I'm married.
How often do you and your husband sit around and even just sort of casually refer to things like coronavirus?
Not very often. We did at the beginning because it was literally everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started noticing it had an effect on our 5-year-old, so we stopped completely. But that doesn't mean the commercials aren't literally every other commercial on television is about it. And I'm pretty sure we've watched all of Netflix.
Yeah.
So we're running out of things to watch.
I will.
online.
Geez, it's so tough, and you can't go back in time. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Is that you can't go back in time, and you had to involve kids in the beginning because they weren't going to be going to school and daycare anymore. So it's not like you could completely shelter kids from everything.
And they discussed it at school.
They did.
She came home thinking about virus busting.
Yes, they absolutely did. But I think that constant chatter, even casual chatter about things like procedure at the grocery store, or, oh my God, I forgot my mask, or the parking lot is littered with gloves. Can you believe people are doing that? Hey, I only had to wait in line for 15 minutes at the store, or I had to wait in line for an hour. All those sort of little casual things that you and your husband may talk about that you think is no big deal and isn't terrifying, it actually is terrifying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you can't go back in time. That's the problem. I know in our house, there is zero conversation about COVID. I don't like even talking about it on the show, really. And when we do, we sort of have fun with it and we tell stories and we do everything else. But as far as the day-to-day, daily, updates on how many people have it and how many people have died and all that stuff, I don't talk about it.
If I can make one suggestion, and we found this very helpful in our house because Cruz has been asking about his school and his friends and his teachers a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, at his age, how do you explain a global pandemic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a show on Treehouse called Miss Persona. And have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of everything on Treehouse. It's I'm not exaggerating.
Wonderful. And they did an amazing job. If you go on YouTube and just search Miss Persona Treehouse COVID, they did probably the best I'd ever seen. I know Sesame Street did one on CNN recently, but with Miss Persona, they did probably the absolute best job with explaining what's happening in the world in a way that kids could understand. And the way she explained it on the show is that there are a lot of people who are sick outside and everyone has to stay home, and we'll all be able to get together again or be able to go outside again when everybody gets better. That's kind of like the basic premise of everything. Mm-hmm. But they did such a good job. And I think if you turn that on and have that on at home every now and then with your kids, that it'll be a little bit easier for them.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and you can't let your kids put the blame on themselves. Where's that coming from?
Well, I know some of that is just child development because the 5-year-old, it's like Disney, right? Everything revolves around the main character. Her world she is the center of it, and rightly so. She's 5. And to even watch, I know businesses are opening. She knows that sports is reopening because she likes watching sports with her dad. And then to know that all of that is reopening, but she can't go see her friends and her close family.
Stop having the conversations with her. You're talking too much about all this stuff with her. Why does she know that sports is opening?
She knows that sports is opening.
I know.
Because
Stop. Just stop with the updates. Give them the absolute information that they need, because what winds up happening, and I'll tell you where they screwed up a lot too, okay, is that before schools were closed to where they were, right? They said, hey, there's a possibility schools could be back on May or whatever it was, May 6th.
Yeah,
everybody knew that, right? And then they were like, no, it's not going to be May 6th. It's going to be whatever. And they really screwed with kids' heads.
Yeah, giving them false hope.
They really did. Sports are not back. Your 5-year-old should not have it in her head that things like sports are back, because it's not the case.
Go watch that Miss Persona video.
Yeah, do that.
I'm going to take a look at it.
Does that help, Margot?
It does. It helps to at least hear it from other parents. As well.
And I'll tell you
Thank
this: you are not alone. There's a lot of parents going through this.
Yeah.
But your kid should not feel like any of this is their fault.
Yeah, that's what we're really working on her to help turn that around.
But go watch the
Thank
Miss
you.
Persona thing. Mocha is absolutely correct. They did the best job trying to explain this to kids. The absolute
I'm
best
gonna
job.
look it up. Thank you, guys.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Alrighty then.
What was that from? Is that...
nobody say anything? Nobody say anything.
Hold on.
Nobody say
Hold
anything.
on. Okay.
Nobody say anything.
Okay.
Shove and Maury were just about
Maury, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Oh,
Okay.
righty then.
Okay, so I know it's Jim Carrey, right? So, but what is it from? Is it... See, it's either... Is it Dumb and Dumber or Ace Ventura? Or Cable Guy. No, Cable Guy. No, that was Cable Guy. Okay, so is it...
Maury's going crazy in there.
Alrighty then. Is it Ace Ventura? Is it Ace Ventura? It's Ace Ventura, right? Is it Ace Ventura?
Yeah, it is.
It is Ace Ventura. Okay.
Slow clap.
Wow. Okay, you know what's so funny? The ridiculous things that Maury knows, right? Look at how he reacts. Look at how he reacts.
Laces out, Ray Finkel.
Yeah. Jeez, man.
I Ernest Finkel. Spoiler alert.
Okay. Hey, Mocha, you ready?
Alrighty then.
Let's do the news. A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
So apparently, over Easter, after Doug Ford had told everybody not to go to their cottages, Doug Ford went to his cottage.
No.
Yes. Government sources confirmed that Ford did go to his Muskoka cottage over the Easter long weekend. This is after he said, please, this long weekend, do not go to your cottage. We can't
Doug
stress this
Ford,
enough.
My friends.
Said that there's no one that loves the cottage more than I do, but I'm not going to my cottage, he said. Sources with knowledge of the trip said that Ford had to go and, quote, check on the plumbing at his cottage that is currently under renovation, which I do get.
That I understand.
I get that.
If it was like he went up to like party it up.
Yeah.
Or like kick it with his fam.
Yeah.
You got to check on your property.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, Mr. Ford.
So am I. I'm fine with that. I think
My friends.
my friends.
I had to check on the plumbing, my friends.
The father and son have finally been charged with killing Ahmed Arbery. Georgia authorities arrested the two jabronis yesterday. And it had been taken so long. Like that's the whole twisted part about all this is that it happened in February, and it wasn't until the outrage started because of the video that was released that these two have been just like chilling since February, which is wild. The charges come more than 2 months after Ahmed Arbery, who was 25 years old, was killed on a residential street just outside of Brunswick, Georgia. Because he was jogging, and they, I guess, thought that he looked like a burglar in the middle of the day. I have no idea, but this is one of the most upsetting things that I've seen in a very long time.
2 times yesterday, because I saw the story. I learned about the story 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I think it was 2 days ago when things started going nuts on Twitter. And then I saw the story, and I was like, just going through the comments, I was already getting upset.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I said, okay, let me sit down and I'm going to try to read this article to see exactly what transpired. Because I know I have the general idea. And the first time I started reading it, I was getting really, really upset.
Yeah.
And then I had to stop. And then the second time, I didn't even finish reading the article.
Yeah.
Because I was like angry and I was like heartbroken at the same time. And like just, I still can't believe that things like this are still happening.
Elon Musk was talking to Joe Rogan, and the headline is Elon Musk explains how to pronounce his son's name. If you remember, the name is XAEA-12, right?
Yeah.
So we're all like, how do you pronounce this? Like, is it an actual name? So when you read this headline, I'm like, oh, finally, Elon Musk explains how to pronounce the name.
How do you say the name? Is it a placeholder?
Yeah, first of all, my partner is the one that actually mostly came up with the name.
Congratulations to her.
Yeah, she's great at name. It's just X, the letter X, and then the AE is like pronounced Ash. And then A12 is my contribution.
Why A12?
Archangel 12, the precursor to the SR-71, coolest plane ever.
Well, as a person who's very much into aerial travel as you are. That's perfect.
It's pretty great.
So the exact same explanation that was given on Twitter by everybody else?
Yeah. So there is no way to pronounce the name. Like, there's no pronouncer attached to this.
So what are they going to call the kid? X?
So the name is X-A12.
Yeah, that kid is going to grow up hating them. Like, guys, why couldn't you just name me Bill?
Andy Serkis, right now, he started, I don't even know, like maybe an hour and a half ago. Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Yeah. At 5 a.m. Eastern. Started reading The Hobbit. It's a Hobbitathon where he's reading The Hobbit in its entirety from his house for charity. And is he doing like voices and stuff too?
Yeah, he said that when he gets to certain characters, he's going to try to do all the voices the best that he can.
But how do we know that it is secret any longer? Old Smaug has lived there long enough now to find out anything there is to know about these caves.
So his fundraising goal.
But you can't have used it.
What did he want to raise? He wanted to raise like $100,000, right?
£250,000.
Yeah.
Which in Canadian dollars is $431,553. And he's got just over half already.
But Smaug could not creep into the hole that size. Not even when he was a young dragon. Certainly not after devouring so many of the dwarves and the men of
Sounds so good, huh?
Really
It
good.
seems like a great big hole to me, sweet.
Apparently.
Who had no experience of dragons and only of hobbit holes. He was getting excited.
I know, you're getting winded. It's like, oh my God, this
And
book is so big.
I don't know, man. He's got like one cup of tea next to him. I think he's going to need more to last this marathon reading.
Jake Gyllenhaal, you ever heard him sing before?
No.
No?
I bet he's bad.
No, he's actually not.
Is he really?
Yeah. So he didn't write this. A couple of musical theater writers wrote it for him. But this is Jake Gyllenhaal in a video that he posted singing a song called Across the Way, which he called a love song in the age of quarantine.
Day 21, I noticed you played the clarinet. Day 24, you sort of waved, and that was how we met. Day 29, at 2 a.m., we both were up too late. I poured some wine, you raised a glass like we were on a date. A really nice first date. You there, across the way, just above the shuttered sushi bar.
It's very,
I don't know your name.
Yeah, very Disney.
And I don't know who you are, but 60 feet has never felt so close.
Yeah. COVID got people trying all new stuff. Do you think Jake Gyllenhaal ever would have sang something like this had he not been isolated? No.
You know what, though? It sounds like him, too.
It does. That's
It
you're
really,
right.
really
you're
sounds
right.
like him.
Ex-presidents don't normally comment negatively on their predecessors. I don't know if it's ever happened, to be honest with you. And Obama, there was leaked audio from a conversation that Obama had with former White House staffers from his administration. And he is heard talking about Donald Trump and how Trump is handling the COVID-19 crisis.
It has been an absolute chaotic disaster.
Oh, no.
When that mindset of what's in it for me and to heck with everybody else, when that mindset is operationalized in our government.
Obama, again, with the whistle talk. I know you hate when I point this out. I know you hate it that I point out when people whistle when they talk, like Matthew McConaughey and
Who's the guy last week?
Who had the whistle talk last week that we mentioned? There was somebody that we mentioned last week had a real distinctive whistle talk.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk with the whistle talk.
Oh, let me hear this again.
It has been an absolute chaotic disaster. When that mindset of what's in it for me and to heck with everybody else, when that mindset
strong
is operationalized in our government.
Right? Strong whistle talk. I don't know how that happens with people. I don't know. Is that something you develop over time, or
Also,
I don't
who's
know?
the snitch that like?
I know, right?
Recorded. Oh,
Man.
you got a mole.
Yeah, I know.
You got
I
a
know.
mole.
Question. According to a new poll, what is the hardest, quote, the one to find? When I say this, what I mean is like you have your person that does these specific things to you or for you as a service that are very difficult to find somebody you click with, that are good, that you can get in for an appointment when you need one. Like I will say, to find the one on this list is like to find that one great babysitter is on that list.
Sure.
Okay. So what would you say would be the hardest thing to find of the sort of the one?
Okay.
Nail technician is on the list. To find that one who like just gets it, price is right, they're always available, they do a killer job.
So along the same lines,
yes,
I would say I've been to a handful of barbershops where they do, what do you call it? A shave.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Out of all of the ones that I've been to, I've yet to find one that shaves the way I like it. Like
Really,
I
huh?
always left like, that was all right.
Interestingly enough, hairdressers and barbershops are number one on the list.
Wow.
Yeah, number one on
my
the
number
list.
2 I was going to say is finding a good barber.
Maury.
I was going to say butcher.
No. Butcher not on the list. Nail technician number 8, babysitter nanny number 7, a pet kennel or pet daycare is very difficult to find.
Yeah.
At number 6, a tattoo artist.
Oh,
at
very
number,
much.
At number 5.
Masseuse.
Pet groomer at number 4. Number 3 is a good dentist.
Yeah.
Number 2 is a doctor. And number 1, barber or hairdresser. Masseuse not on the list. Trudeau's offering help to, I think Shem sent it to you. Trudeau's offering help to kids who may have questions with their homework, because Trudeau falling back on the I used to be a teacher thing. And right now, a lot of parents are realizing that they can't do their kids' work. Like, it's real difficult. Like Roxy's math, I have trouble with Roxy's math. And
Really?
it's not that I can't, it's not that I don't have the skills. I just don't remember the rules.
It's just different now?
No, I just don't remember the rules. Like we talked about this. It's like, I used to be pretty decent at long division, but I don't know how to do long division anymore.
Because what do you need it for?
Right.
No offense, kids. Do your homework.
Yes.
Hey, kids. I know we're all going through a difficult time right now, and it's not made any easier by the fact that you have to do your homework around the kitchen table. I think parents across the country are discovering a new appreciation for the incredible work that teachers do. Well, as a teacher, I want to help. If you've encountered challenges or problems that are really tough and you need a little extra help with, why don't you reach out by responding to this message or using the hashtag? Our friends and I will be happy to try and help you out, because after all, the way we're going to get through this is by pulling together.
So it's hashtag Canada Homework Help. So I guess if you have a question, a homework question, you put it out on Twitter. And then you do hashtag.
And then the Prime Minister is going to spend his,
or somebody.
his evenings?
I don't want the Prime Minister helping kids with their homework.
I want you to
really
fix
don't.
the goddamn country.
Yeah.
Help us get back to whatever the new normal is going to be. All right?
Yeah, but anyway, so that's what it is. If you're having trouble with your homework, I may throw one out there today anyway, just to see what comes back at me.
Long division.
It's oh my God, long division. Please. It's so tough. It's so tough. There's too many rules. So Major League Baseball, the owners have approved a plan and given the go-ahead to present it to the players to have baseball start on the 4th of July weekend.
Oh, USA!
Spring training would start early to mid-June. Each team would play about an 82-game regular season, most against opponents in its own division. Postseason play would expand from 10 clubs to 14, and by doubling the wild card in each league to 4.
Wow.
Teams would prefer to play in their regular season ballparks, but could switch to their training stadiums or neutral sites if medical and government approvals can't be obtained for games in their home cities. Toronto may have to play everything down in Dunedin.
Yeah.
Teams will propose that players receive a percentage of their 2020 salaries based on revenues Major League Baseball receives during the regular season and postseason, which likely will be among the most contentious aspects when it's now given to the players to decide whether they want to do this or not. So it's not going to be about a designated hitter or how many inter-league games you have. It's all money. It's all just going to come down to money and how hard these guys are going to have to be quarantined during all of this.
Have they, I wonder, and maybe they just said no to it, but if they talked about, for the Toronto Blue Jays at least, starting their season on Canada Day, on July 1st.
No. Why would they do that?
Because Canada Day?
No, they don't care.
Why are you saying it like that? Like that's a stupid idea.
It is a stupid idea.
No, it's not.
That's a stupid idea to think that they would consider it. You think Major League Baseball is going, God, we got to think about Canada Day.
I know all sports leagues don't care anything about Canada.
So you hold on a second. You think that Major League Baseball...
Yes.
Okay. Major League Baseball has two choices. One, to start baseball back up, America's pastime.
Yes.
On 4th of July weekend.
Yes.
Or screw all of that and let's do Canada Day?
At least let the Jays play. Yeah,
but who are they going to play?
Pick some jabroni team. They got how many of them out there?
I know, but then what? That other jabroni team doesn't get to play on 4th of July weekend?
Then they can also play again on 4th of July. Make it even. Even
Come
Steven.
on. I think you think too much. I think you think that they were...
If that discussion did not happen, then Major League Baseball can kiss my ass.
How many people involved in Major League Baseball do you think would actually know when Canada Day is?
Like 3.
3. Maybe 3. I think you're being generous.
I think those 3 should send an email today.
Drake's baby mama released a video of their kid Adonis on Mother's Day, and he's not saying mama, he's saying dada.
Super cute.
Right? Little kids. It's so cute, man.
Drake's going to put that in the song. You know it.
You think so?
Yeah. I think it's cute.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's not song cute, but I just don't know if Drake's that kind of guy that puts the sample of the kid saying dada.
I think he will at some point.
Yeah? You think so? I wouldn't mind that. That'd be kind of cool.
And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
Yo, Azim, what's up?
Not much, man. What's going on?
Not much. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. You now have the chance to ask your question live.
All right. So my question to you is, what's something quirky that you do that when you do that thing, you think that you're the only person in the world that does it that way?
Ooh.
Before we answer, what's your answer?
So my answer is a little bit weird. You know when you come out of the shower and, like, you're still, like, dripping with water? So basically, I take my hands kind of like a squeegee and, like, wipe my whole body down so that all the excess water comes off.
Like
I do the same thing with my hair.
You make like a karate hand, like a straight hand, like a squeegee, and just squeegee all the water off you?
Exactly. So you have to use both hands. You start off at your chest, and you go all the way down, and then you do the same thing with your hair, and then you do the same thing with your beard, so that when you dry yourself with the towel doesn't get as wet and it dries faster.
Who taught you that? Did your dad teach you that or something? Who taught you how to do that?
Not really. So you know what? It's funny. I started doing that when I was listening to your guys' show, and then you guys had that segment on, like, how many towel uses can you get before you got to throw your towel in the wash.
Right.
So it was like, the less wet your towel gets, then maybe you get a couple uses out of it, and then you do less laundry, and you save the world, man. A little bit of water.
That's so funny.
Yeah, a little bit random.
Did you do this in gym class in front of everyone?
No, not really. I don't think so. More recently, so, yeah.
Who showers in gym class?
Everybody showers in that big room with all the nozzles.
You never showered in high school gym class.
Oh.
You never did?
Yeah, I did.
No.
That's a liar.
It's a lie. Nobody showered in gym
overnight
class.
camp.
No, overnight camp, I understand, but not high school gym class. Nobody showered in high school gym class. We did have to shower, though.
We had to.
We had to shower after swimming because my school had a pool in it.
Yeah.
And so part of your gym year was you would do 3 weeks swimming in the pool, and you had to take a shower, and everybody would just leave their bathing suits on and shower like that. But the teachers never did. So your teacher would be standing beside you at a shower with like full on everything. And there's some kids in junior high that are still real short. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
why were the teachers doing that? Shouldn't they go later?
No, they didn't care. It was the 80s. The teachers just walked right in there with you. Just dropped it, and they took their trunks off, wrung them out, and hung them over the shower thing. Hit the button, water starts coming, shower, lather up everywhere.
Yeah,
right.
Gotta get clean.
You gotta get, yeah. And meanwhile, there's other kids in there that are like trying their best to just get undressed with a towel wrapped around yourself, right?
So
It's
Azim,
terrifying.
So this is only like a recent thing for you.
Exactly. And it's been working, so I've been, continuing to do it. So I was curious for you guys.
Okay, are you in a relationship? Are you married or?
Yeah, married with one baby. She's 17 months.
Oh, okay, congratulations. What does your wife think of you squeegeeing yourself before using a towel? Or does she even know?
Yeah, what's funny is I kind of ran it by her yesterday because I asked her the same question that I asked you guys. And so I told her, and then she's like, yeah, I think you're probably the only one in the world that does that way.
Yeah, I've never heard of anyone doing this.
What, squeegeeing themselves? No, really, huh? It's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm wondering I'm trying to think if there's, because I'm sure that there is. Maura, you have something that you have ready to go. Go ahead.
Oh my God, yeah. I often do sound effects of things that I'm doing. Like if I'm driving and I catch myself doing it mid-doing it. Yeah. Like if I'm driving, I'll be like, or if I send an email and when I hit send, I go,
right. Oh, you know what? I could tell you something that I do right now that I've been doing my whole life, and it's never even I've never thought about it up until a couple of years ago. Catherine asked me what I was doing, and then it all just came back, and I had to explain to her not only what I was doing in that moment, but what I've been doing my entire life. Okay, so if in my vision right now, okay, I have the edge of the camera, the edge of my computer monitor, the door frame, the pipes that are running along the ceiling to hang all the lights, the door frame over there. What I do is if there's something in my near vision, right, in like my sort of like that's close to me, and then something that's far away that is a vertical angle, like a vertical line.
Yeah.
What I do is I will look over there at the door frame and the side of this computer monitor, and I close one eye to see if they are perfectly lined up with each other.
Really?
Yeah, and I do that with everything. Like I'll take my microphone stand like this and I'll move it and I'll just look like this until it's perfectly lined up with the door frame that sits behind you.
Wow.
And I do that with everything. I do it with every single thing. I'm always lining up angles with something that is in the foreground to something that is in the background to see if they line up perfectly as an angle. And if not, I'll just sort of adjust it a little.
Do you do that with anything else? Like, let's say if you have a plate of food on a table and you have a knife and fork, will you symmetrically align everything so it looks a certain way?
No, but what I will do is normally what winds up happening. No, I do it with just to make with leveling, right? Like if everything has to be sort of it doesn't have to be. I just enjoy doing it, right? Like the side of these cameras bother me because they're slightly on an angle, so I can't line them up with the monitor that sits behind you, right? And I just do it, and I just close one eye, and I just go like this, and I just see if something lines up, right? I'm just eyeballing things to make sure that things line up perfectly.
Like if you're lying in bed, do you position your toe to the TV?
No, because I know my room, right? I know everything. I know all the angles in my room, and I know everywhere that I can be in the house to line something up. So it's normally when I'm in the world. Like if I'm if I'm sitting outside on a patio in the summer and there's a fence around the patio, I will sit there, and if the fence has slats in it, I will line up the slats in front of it with the grooves in the sidewalk.
Oh, wow. That's very particular.
Right? Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Or the top of it, I'll line up the top of the fence on the patio. I'll sit up a little bit until it just reaches the top of the curb on the road. And then I'll close one eye and just make sure that angle works to see if something's a little off.
Now that you're mentioning that.
All of it. And I do it constantly, my whole life. I'm hundreds of times a day.
Similar where I like symmetry.
Yeah.
So if I put my phone on the table, I don't know why, but symmetry and edges, right? So if I put my phone on the table at home, I will put it face down, and I will make sure it is straight with the edge of the table.
Right.
And sometimes I'll even push my phone right to the very edge.
Yeah.
So it's there. And my wife always comes by and she's like, why is your phone on your phone's going to fall off the table.
Yeah.
Right? I will do things like that.
I'll never finish the coffee pot. So if I make, if I make we have a 4-setting cup on the coffee maker, and I have a mug that fits perfectly the amount of coffee that it makes in the 4-cup setting on the thing.
Wow.
I will always leave some left in the thing. I never empty it out. And then Catherine's always like, why are you wasting coffee? And I'm like, I'm not wasting coffee. I just didn't want that. So I'll never empty out the coffee pot into a cup. I always leave a little bit in the bottom.
The other thing that I do that I don't think anybody else does, ever since you guys pointed it out, is the fact that I write in all caps.
Right. Yes. Always. And you print in all caps.
Yeah. Everything that I write for, I don't even know how long in my life now. I've only ever written anything down in all caps.
But to me, that's learned behavior. So I'm like, where did you start with writing in all caps that nobody then said,
hey, why are you writing in all caps?
I don't know. Yeah, like like sometimes things just go too far. And then all of a sudden you're an adult writing in all caps.
Okay, what about this? What about this?
It's wild to me that you write in all caps.
So Azim's question again is something quirky that you do. When you do it, you wonder if you're the only person in the world who does it.
Yeah.
What about like lotioning my body head to toe, like everywhere?
I don't think
After
you're
the shower.
alone in doing that.
No?
No,
Okay.
no. I think there's lots of people that do that.
When I'm lying in bed at night, falling asleep, I have my right arm down the side of my pajama pants straight down because I'm worried it's going to fall off the bed.
Your pajama pants?
No, my arm.
Oh, your arm. You have to holster your arm while you sleep?
I holster my arm.
That's super weird.
No, it's quirky.
Must get hot.
Hey, Azim, thanks very much, brother.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
All right,
Take care,
man.
guys.
You take care,
That's
too.
an interesting question, though, all those little things, because you don't know them, right?
Do you think
Like,
that I'm
you
the only
don't.
person that makes the email sound when they send an email?
No. I think that there's a lot of old ladies that do that.
I'm trying to think.
I'm sure there's a bunch of other weird stuff, but you just don't know. Like you don't know that you're the only person, like that you're doing something in a way that maybe other people don't. Like it's a really hard thing to be that self-aware because it's just something you do.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't know. It's different. Like, I know there's probably people that wash their hands in like a super weird way, but they wouldn't know it's a weird way because it's just the way they do it.
Adil and Artie asks, would you rather
Yeah.
pronounce every single name wrong forever or have a peanut crumb stuck in the back of your teeth forever?
Would I rather pronounce everybody's name wrong? Like just slightly wrong or like really wrong?
Let's go with really wrong.
Okay. Even if it's slightly wrong, I'm going to tell you, I would have to 100% go with having a tiny little piece of peanut
really
stuck in the back of my teeth forever, because you know what? It would drive me crazy saying somebody's name and then just constantly being corrected like you're an idiot. I wouldn't be able to deal with that.
But it would be so uncomfortable to have that peanut stuck in the back of your teeth.
It would be more uncomfortable for people to go, it's BTS, you idiot. I couldn't live like that. I couldn't live like that. I couldn't live like that, right? How do you not know John Stamos? Like I wouldn't be able to live like that, I don't think. Maury?
I'm fine with pronouncing the name thing wrong, right? Like
because you do anyway, sort of.
Like,
right?
who cares?
Sort of. You mean all the time?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like,
who cares?
The name, yeah, I'd pronounce the name wrong all the time.
Yeah.
I can't deal with having a little bit of food or let alone a friggin' piece of peanut stuck in my teeth. It's
true.
Forever.
And can't you just
So
explain to
uncomfortable.
everybody, like, hey, I have this condition?
No, but that's the
I-
thing,
I
though.
think
You
that-
wouldn't know that you have it. Like, you just automatically just pronounce names wrong.
Yeah, you wouldn't say I had a choice to whether to pronounce everybody's name wrong.
Yeah, no, you're just moving forward your entire
Yeah.
life. You're just saying names wrong.
Well, and plus everybody that you meet eventually will start realizing, you know what, forget it. He's just going to say my name wrong anyway.
I know, but then you also look like you're deliberately insulting people too. Like I'm sure that there would be, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure, I don't know. Yeah. You could never meet the queen, that's for sure, more. they'd never allow that.
Justin wants to know, how many slices of pizza do you eat in one sitting?
Depends on the size of the pie. Like are we talking like a full, large, extra large?
Let's go, because I was thinking about this too, right? If you get like one of those wood oven pizzas, you can eat the entire thing yourself.
Yeah,
right?
obviously.
But if you are doing something like a pizza or Pizza Nova or something like a
going
delivery.
going to a slice shop kind of thing where you're not talking about slices of pizza from a specific.
because like there's frozen pizzas that you can cut into fours,
So
right?
those are what, 12-inch or 13? Like 13?
No, those like the big ones? Yeah, like 12.
Like a frozen, like
or
a
10.
When you
10 to
cut it,
12.
it's 4 slices. So I
4
eat 2
slices.
slices, Matthew eats 2. But when you order
Right.
from Pizza, sometimes that's in, I guess, 6 slices, right? So I mean, it's all different. It's math.
I would say if you're going with a large pizza, let's say delivery, right? From
Yeah.
anywhere. Not the wood oven ones. I would say in one sitting, I could probably do 5 or 6, depending on how big they cut the slices.
Yes.
And what's on it?
Let's just say pepperoni. You're not
5,
you're not overloading it. I could just eat a whole pizza. Like regardless of the size, I could just eat a whole pizza.
Like a large?
Yeah, I
Or an
could eat
extra
a
large? Yeah?
yeah, I could eat a whole pizza. I don't. I think that for me, what I'm comfortable with, if we're talking just regular pizza slices, for me, 4 slices is enough. Right? I'm always good after 4 slices of pizza. Yeah.
I mean, it pisses me off when you run out of the garlic dipping sauce and then you have to just stop.
Oh, see, I don't use any of that stuff. I don't even order it, and they get mad at me on the phone.
Oh, really?
When I say I don't, they're like, "What sauces do you want?" And I'm like, "I don't want any sauces." They're like, "But it's free." I'm like, "I don't want the sauces." Then I have to throw them away. They're going to go to waste. Don't do it.
Give it to somebody else.
Yeah, I'm just
the garlic dipping sauce. Honestly, it's a game changer.
Really, you like that? Huh?
I love that.
See, to me, that's not pizza. I don't know where that came from. The idea that's a relatively new thing. That's not an old school thing. That's a relatively new.
I'd say in the past, 10 years maybe?
Maybe.
It's been
How's that
maybe longer than that?
Well, people they will sprinkle sriracha on it. It's the same kind of, instead of dipping it, you're sprinkling it. So
But I don't put siracha on it.
People do.
I know.
So they're just giving you what you would normally sprinkle on it anyway in a cup.
But I just don't think that's. I think that if you want to dip, go to your own fridge and get the Thousand Island dressing and stick it in a bowl and create it yourself. I don't think it should be offered.
Sriracha, real quick. I think people have a fake love for sriracha.
I thought you were going to ask me to spell it.
Oh.
Okay, sriracha.
Yeah.
Maury, spell it.
SERACHA.
Yep. Bingo.
You think that it's a fake love for sriracha. I think it
think so.
became very T-shirt worthy and very meme worthy, and people started having little bottles of sriracha on their keychains and stuff like that. But it's not I think it's a decent.
Because it's been around forever.
Oh my God! I used to call it chicken sauce.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't even know the name of it. My brother would be like, "We're out of chicken sauce. Go get more." And I'd be like, "Okay, cool." This was like 25 years ago, right? Or 20 years ago. But I never knew what it was called. Nobody ever referred to it as sriracha. No. Right? It was, give me the one with the rooster on it with the green top, right?
Yeah.
That's all it was. But I think that for me, sriracha is, I enjoy sriracha if I have something that is like I like it with dumplings. I enjoy sriracha with dumplings. It's really the only time I break sriracha out. But sriracha's not good with wings.
People have it on eggs. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's not
That's
good.
why
It's
I
not
think
good
people
on
have like a
eggs.
fake love for sriracha.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh my God, I love this. I've loved this with everything, and I've loved this for so long." I think when it became popular a few years ago, that's when everyone was all about sriracha.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not
and
a
it's
fan.
okay. It's fine. It's a very specific hot sauce flavor.
Yeah,
like
Why
it's
would
not
you-
in the other world of all the other hot sauces.
But you're putting something on something that takes away the taste of what you're eating.
No, I think it'll add to it. Like for me, if I eat a chicken wing, I want all the flavors. I want the fried flavor. I want the salt. I want the pepper. I want the chicken, and I also want heat. So when I dip like a chicken wing into a hot sauce, I want all those flavors. I just don't cook them in a hot sauce.
Whereas for Swiss chalet, I much prefer only the taste of the dipping sauce. Like I don't care if I taste nothing else. I just dip it in the.
Well, that's Swiss chalet sauce. It's the same thing with KFC gravy.
next level.
Now, I'll tell you the one thing I never put in KFC gravy was the actual chicken.
No, it's for fries.
You never use the KFC gravy for your chicken?
No, never.
Really? Why?
Never.
So good.
It's only for fries.
Man.
It's for the fries.
It's not for the chicken. That chicken needs to be pure and just crisp and crunch. It's the only way it goes.
Love KFC gravy.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
KFC
much.
gravy or Swiss chalet sauce, which if you had to only have one.
KFC gravy.
Really? Swiss chalet sauce.
Yeah, over the Swiss chalet sauce.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
look
wait,
at
are you
you.
sauce or gravy?
The KFC gravy versus the
Chalet
Swiss chalet
sauce.
sauce.
Oh, okay, hold on. Well, now those are two different things.
Yeah,
I
but
know,
you
but
have
you're still dipping chicken in it, though.
Yeah,
Okay? It's not that different.
Swiss chalet. That's
They're
your
not-
answer.
they're not
Okay, I'll
that
go with
different.
chalet sauce
Yeah.
over KFC gravy.
Right.
I will take KFC gravy over the Swiss chalet gravy.
If you had to live the rest of your life with one condiment and one condiment only that would have to sort of get you through everything you needed to get you through, what would that condiment be?
Gravy.
Is gravy a condiment?
Gravy's
It's
not a
not a
condiment.
condiment.
Gravy's not a condiment.
Condiments are ketchup,
Yes.
relish, mustard,
Yeah.
sauerkraut.
No, I wouldn't put sauerkraut as a
Mayonnaise?
condiment. Mayonnaise.
Sriracha?
HP sauce is a condiment. A1 is a condiment. Dijon is a condiment.
You know what? You brought up A1 and HP. Those are good.
HP's delicious.
Barbecue sauce?
Barbecue sauce is a condiment.
Okay, I'm going to go with barbecue sauce then.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'll tell you, barbecue sauce would be like last on my list, right down there by relish.
What's your number one?
My number one, if I had to have like one condiment, are we saying hot sauce or no?
Yeah.
That's because that's a whole different conversation, I think.
It's still a condiment.
Oh.
It's on the table with all the other
Okay, well,
condiments.
then I'm going with hot sauce. But
Yeah.
if we're taking, if hot sauce
Take
is off
hot
the table.
sauce out.
Okay, if hot sauce is off the table, my number one condiment to get me through the absolute rest of my life, hands down, pants down, no questions asked, is mayo.
Really?
Yep.
But I would
I don't
argue
use I don't use mayo enough in my life.
you can do more with barbecue sauce than you can with mayonnaise.
I disagree.
Like you can dip things in barbecue sauce. You can as well with mayonnaise, but you can dip more in barbecue sauce.
No, see, for me, barbecue sauce is specific to maybe one or two things.
French fries, chicken.
No. Not for me.
What else do you use mayo for?
Okay, so first of all, I need mayo in order to make tuna.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Agreed.
I need mayo on
Hot
on a burger. Lettuce, tomato, mayo. That's my burger.
Okay, yeah. Agreed.
Right. I need mayo for French fries.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's a very European
Right.
thing.
Okay, yeah, agreed.
Mayo on French fries. In a pinch, you can rub mayo on the outside of like a skin on chicken breast, and all that oil will just crisp it right up, super nice. I need mayo for. God, what else I put mayo on? All my sandwiches I put mayo on. Everything I put mayo on.
Mayo's also really good down the slit of a what do you call it? Celery.
Sure. I don't eat celery though.
Yeah. Oh, you would now.
Yeah. I don't eat celery. I don't like the
hate
taste of
celery.
celery. But yeah, I'm going with mayo as my number one condiment.
Wow.
If I had to take
I'm still
one
saying
condiment with
barbecue
me.
sauce. I
agree, barbecue sauce.
What's your favorite barbecue sauce?
There are a few.
Is it a sweet sauce?
Diana's
Yeah.
has a couple that I like.
Yeah.
There's one that is like a smoky, savory, made by. It's so stupid. I think it's called Stubbs.
Oh, that's great. Stubbs makes great
Right?
product, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love. That's probably like my favorite barbecue
Stubbs
sauce.
has a
is
hot
Stubbs.
sauce, like not a
Yeah.
hot sauce, but it's a hot barbecue sauce. It's delicious.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Because I like that smoky flavor.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Okay, next question.
All right. Jer wants to know, what beard products do you guys use? Lubes, washes, trimmers, whatever.
The only thing that I use is I just use the Wall Ionic whatever trimmer.
The precision.
The precision trimmer.
That's the one
yeah.
I use, yeah.
That's the only one that I use. I don't use any lubes. I got into that for a little while. People started sending you beard stuff, beard oils, and all this crazy stuff. Who has that kind of time? Nobody.
Oh, I do.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have that kind of time.
When I first started, like growing out my beard, I was using like everything until I found one, because I have sensitive skin, until I found a product that didn't irritate and didn't have like a funky smell.
Right.
And it's a company out of, where is it? Kleinburg, Ontario.
What's it called?
Crown Shaving.
Oh, yeah, I know that company.
So I use their beard balm. I use their beard wash. I use
You wash your
their-
beard specifically with
Yeah,
something?
dude. Yeah,
Oh my
and I use
God.
as like a face wash as well. I use their aftershave when I need to do a shave. I use like everything that they have. Their body wash I even use.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh?
And then there's one at Shoppers that I don't mind. It's called Bulldog. I think they're from the UK, because they had sent in a couple of samples that I tried. I like their beard oil.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan of their beard balm. And I like their moisturizer and their face wash. And if you want to get like every now and then you want to fancy and like have your beard smell nice, Tom Ford actually makes a couple of really nice beard oils.
Does anybody use a bar of soap anymore in the bathroom?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
sometimes.
shower?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's all I use.
I tried to think about that yesterday. I'm like, when's the last time I used a bar of soap?
I order
What do you
mine
use?
from
Like a pump.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Catherine just loads up the bathroom with soaps or whatever. Because I'm not particular about soap because I use very little soap. But she just loads it up with these pumps. And I'm like, when's the last time? Because there's a spot for it, right? Like we had, there's the place where I used to put the bar of soap. And now there's just hasn't been a bar of soap there in years, and I don't remember when the last time I used a bar of soap was.
I order mine from New York from C.O. Bigelow. It's a mint soap.
So do you rub the soap on your hands
No,
and then
right
put the
on my
soap
body.
down? Yeah, that's
Right
what I
on my
used to
body.
do too. I just used to take the soap and just jam it up in
He
there.
uses body wash, and he gets mad at me for using soap because he says it's ruining the finish on the tiles.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I thought you were going to say ruining your skin.
Yeah.
You don't even care. He cares more about the tiles than your skin.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right.
Aaron asks, what's something that you like to do the old-fashioned way? For example, I always hand wash dishes. I've never used my dishwasher.
Wow, good for you, Aaron. That's incredible. What would be considered the old-fashioned way, really?
Like, I guess maybe shaving with an old school shaver.
Right.
But do you do that?
No, I'm just throwing out
Do you
examples.
prefer parallel? Do you have one of those things in your car, like a reversey camera and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, I have a camera that I can...
Do you prefer to parallel park the old-fashioned way with no
I don't use my camera.
No assistance?
The only time I use my camera is because I have to, because it distracts me, the noise, if I'm getting too close to the car.
Right.
That's behind.
Okay.
The car, the sensors on it will start beeping, and then I'm like looking at the camera. But most time, or I'm looking at the screen to see where I am, or how close I am to that car.
Mm-hmm.
But most times I parallel park where my left hand is on the wheel, right hand is behind the passenger seat.
Yeah.
And I'm just like with my neck, just looking left and right.
So you don't use your
left and
reversey
right.
camera?
No.
huh?
I have to do the old-fashioned way because I drive a Yaris.
Right, that's right. Yeah, because I don't have that in my truck either. I don't
Yeah.
have a reversey camera. And I don't know, but I sort of like having to park like that because I was in a car not that long ago as a passenger, and the person was parallel parking, and they literally just sat there and didn't even turn their head.
No, my dad does that. It scares the crap out of me.
Yeah, they're just looking at the screen on the dashboard.
Yeah.
They didn't even look behind them.
What's the car that will just parallel park for you?
Oh, I know.
You pull up to the side of the
It's
car that's in front,
crazy.
and then
It's
you hit the button, and it just does.
crazy,
You
man.
like hands free,
I
and the car just
know,
does it on
it's
its own.
nuts.
And it's the same car that if you're skydiving, you can talk to your remote or whatever, and it'll lock your car for you.
If you're skydiving.
Because that's what they were doing in the commercial. They're skydiving.
Oh, like if you forget it, it'll lock your car for you?
Yeah.
You know, my fob on my car doesn't. I'm it key in the door, lock and unlock my car.
Really?
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah. Yeah. I have no other way of
I
doing
have
it.
a landline, if that's considered old school.
Oh, yeah. And you like to use it, right?
I love the landline.
Yeah. Yeah. I still pay for a landline, but I don't have a phone in the
I'm
house.
so good with I can dial without even looking at the numbers.
Oh, yeah. I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
that's
on. Back
yeah.
up a second.
What?
You pay for a home phone line, and you don't have a home phone attached anywhere in the house?
Correct.
Why?
Because the way that bundling works is that if I get rid of the home number, my bill actually goes up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why not just plug a phone in?
Who has time for that?
I don't understand why it would take time.
So where would you find one?
Where do I find one?
I guess Amazon, maybe.
Yeah, I guess. No, I went looking for one not that long ago.
They have them at the source at the very back on the
No,
right-hand
I mean
side.
a phone jack, because when I did the reno, when we renovated the basement, the guy was like, "Do you want phone jacks down there?" And I was like, "No." So like we gutted and renovated the house, and I didn't even have them install phone jacks.
But if you have
but
them,
I still pay for a line.
But if you had them, it would help the resale value.
What, a phone jack? You think people are going around the house looking for phone jacks? Son.
Yeah, our
Jeez.
last house, when we did a reno,
Yeah.
we took all the phone jacks out.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Because what do you need it for?
No, you don't. But do you still have one in your house, like a landline?
No.
No?
No.
And
Cell
there's
phones.
a second completely separate jack, I guess, for a phone in the middle of our kitchen for like the downstairs when people buzz up.
Oh, yeah, because you need that for the apartment. But every now and then, it's funny because on Rogers Cable, which is what we have at home, when somebody calls the landline, it shows up on the bottom of the television.
Not with the new box.
It doesn't?
No, they took that away.
So every now and then, I'll just be sitting there watching something on television, like the hockey game or something, and I can see somebody calling, but I have no way of answering it.
Does it show a name? Or it just shows a number?
No, it's a call display.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, would it say like mom calling the home?
No, because my mom would just call the home phone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but no, every now and then I see it, and I'm like, no. So I just hit that button where I just send it to voicemail, because I guess years ago I set up a voicemail.
Do you ever check it?
I don't know how to check it.
Oh, man, you must have hundreds of messages, Roz.
There's somebody waiting for you to call them back.
Yeah, it's fine, whatever.
Okay, Roz, I want you to think about your absolute most favorite meal to cook.
Yeah.
And the way you prepare it. Okay. Have that in your mind right now.
All right.
Because I'm going to have you describe how you make something.
Okay.
Let me read this to you first.
Sure.
From Nazim. Anytime Roz talks about food, can you please play some sexy music in the background? Because the way he talks about food, it would be 100% better and also sexier if you have sexy music playing in the background.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
think about that meal. Think about that dish.
You think this is sexy? This is going to make me cry. I'm
Oh.
going to start thinking of all the stuff my mom made me when I was a kid.
Oh, no. Sorry. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
The last meal I had with my dad.
Oh, no.
That's
No. I didn't want to do that. No. Absolutely not. Okay, hold on. Let me
He
switch
wants
it up.
more like bow chicka bow music.
Okay, hold on. Porno music?
Yeah, that's sexy music.
I don't think porno's supposed to be sexy.
Go ahead.
God, what do I want to make? Have I talked about open-faced tuna sandwiches before?
We have.
You're not doing it in a sexy voice.
Well, because I'm just workshopping something here more. I'm workshopping it. You know what's great is, I think did I do arbol tacos?
You talked about tacos recently.
I just talked about, I talked about beef tacos.
Oh, what's this one?
Arbol tacos.
Okay, hit me.
I think that's how you say it. Hold on here. Oh, hello there. This is good. I don't want to screw this up here. So I'm just gonna look for something real quick for everybody. Yeah.
More, you don't have to close your eyes for this.
So the first thing I do when I'm about to make tacos is I get a good marinade going. And you can use chicken breasts or chicken thighs. It doesn't matter. A lot of people prefer chicken thighs because of the flavor. It's a richer flavor in a chicken breast than a chicken breast. Now, to make the marinade, what I do is I'll just slice up the chicken. And I don't get it into slices yet, the size that I want, because I want them to cook in slightly larger pieces. So I take a chicken breast and I just slice it into about 6, and then I take those 6 and I slice them into halves. So you have pieces that are maybe like 1 inch by 1 inch. A little tiny bit bigger, if you know what I mean, in some parts.
Mm-hmm.
Take a Ziploc bag, put the chicken in the Ziploc bag. In that Ziploc bag, you're going to put a little bit of apple cider vinegar. You're going to take the arbol peppers, which you can buy in a little can, and you just peel the can back. Now, put that on a cutting board. Chop it up nice and fine. If you don't want it that hot, just take all the seeds out. It's kind of like in a paste, the way that it comes. They're fully marinated in a deep paste. And I usually use 1 pepper per chicken breast. So if I'm doing 2 chicken breasts, I'll do 2 peppers.
Hashtag math.
Throw them in the bag, and then also in that bag, salt, pepper, lime juice, along with the apple cider vinegar. Little tiny bit of Mexican or dried paprika. Oregano, a little tiny bit of smoked paprika, and then a pinch of cumin, if you have that. And take that and zip up the bag, let all the air out of it so it's nice and tight on the inside. And just take that bag in your hands and just massage the outside of the bag. So all those flavors mix around with the chicken. Get it all nice and like it's going to be this beautiful dark red color. And then just take that whole bag, fold it in half and throw it in the fridge. You can leave it in there for a couple hours. Totally fine. Then when you take it out, there's going to be very little liquid left in the bag because all that liquid would have soaked into the chicken.
Yeah, it did.
Take a pan and get the pan blazing hot at first with a little bit of vegetable oil. I rarely cook with olive oil. It's interesting to me. Olive oil is something that I use as an ingredient after the fact. I rarely actually cook with olive oil.
All vegetable oil?
Vegetable oil is what I use, across the board.
But what do you do?
So get the pan blazing hot, put some vegetable oil in it. Right before you put the chicken in, turn it down to about like medium. And then when you put that chicken in, it's going to sizzle. And that outside with all those spices on it, especially with the arbol pepper on it, and the apple cider vinegar, you're going to get hit with this incredible smell. So don't lean over the pan because your eyes are going to start to water and your nose is going to start to burn. So back up just a little mix it around. It's going to start to stick to the bottom. Scrape it up. Get a nice wooden spoon. I just scrape everything up and get all those little bits. You don't want to forget those little bits. And by the way, people, we're not doing this in non-stick pans. You want a full stick, hard bottom pan. That's the only way to brown properly.
Messy.
Browning in a non-stick pan is the most difficult thing to do, and I hate it. Reducing in a non-stick pan is difficult to do, and I hate it. I rarely use non-stick pans. I use non-stick pans for grilled cheese sandwiches and eggs and some vegetables that I don't want to stick. Everything else is in full, hard bottom, full stick pans.
Hard bottom.
So once that is cooked up and you are hard bottomed, once everything is cooked on all four sides, I have my favorite kitchen utensil is, it looks like a wooden spoon, but only has a flat edge on the end of it. And I take that and I start cutting the pieces in half that have already cooked, and I make them into smaller pieces and then smaller pieces. So now you have little pieces that are about the size of a penny. And they're
like
just
a little
chicken.
crumble.
And at this point, there's still going to be lots of juice in the bottom of the pan. This is when you want to turn the pan back up, and you want to reduce all that flavor that's left in the bottom of the pan, but you want all those little pieces of chicken to suck it all up. And once it's all reduced and it's all coated, it's going to get thick. Give it 3 good scrapes. Really get in there and give it a couple of good scrapes on the bottom of the pan. Take that out and put it on a plate or put it in a bowl, cover it, just let it sit there and do its thing. Then you can warm your corn tortillas. What I like to do as a dressing with them is I start with a little sour cream mixture that has lime, paprika, hot sauce in it. Mix it all up. A little bit of that, and then the chicken. And then I always, in the fridge, I always have a container of pickled red onions, and then a couple of those on top. And cheese, if you don't have access to the Mexican cojita cheese, I believe it's called. I could be wrong. Just use feta. Feta's fine. You can use feta on anything, and then just a little chopped cilantro on top. And then you're delicious, and then you're good to go.
Wow.
And those are my favorite tacos.
Damn. I'm going to have to sit here for a while.
Yeah. And then
Okay. @Kiss925 is where you'll find us on Instagram. Ask your question, and we'll answer them the best we can. This has been the Roz Mocha Show podcast. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.